Right. Thanks for confirming that you can see my screen. So for those who do not know why we are here today, we are here to talk about how you can either transition to tech or leverage tech skills to land very good jobs, to elevate your careers, to get those promotions you're looking for, to get visa sponsorship, to elevate your career and your life as a whole. So if that is something that interests you, I would say you should stay tuned right till the end of this session. So for those just joining, we are introducing ourselves using the chat box, our names, the city we are joining from, and what we do currently. So I also have Ogale from Birmingham Production Operative. Welcome, Ogale. Olawale from Rochdale, UK. Welcome, Olawale. Temi from Edinburgh, currently working as a support worker. Welcome, Temi. And completed MSc in marketing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to you. Right. So like I said, I'll implore us to share the link you used in joining this session with our friends, our groups, our communities. So we're going to wait for more people to introduce themselves. Amy from Edinburgh, working as a support worker and recently completed MSc Marketing. Welcome, Temi. Emeka from Ashford, Kent, a support worker, recently reskilled to cybersecurity as a GRC analyst. Welcome, 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 and happy to have you here. So to introduce myself as well, my name is Ruki and I'm the CEO of RKY Careers. At RKY Careers, right, we help people transition to tech to elevate their careers and not settle for less, right? So we have practical experience-based boot camps, right, that help you to acquire the in-demand skills, which is what is usually prioritized in the job markets, right, to land your desired jobs. We don't just do that as well. We also support you, with everything you need as well, following the bootcamp to actually land your desired role and to achieve your goals. So stay tuned and you'll get to hear more about us, what we do and how we do it. I will take you from where you are right now to where you desire to be. Right. So I think it's 12:10. I'll just read the last set of introductions we have and then we'll get started. Right. So we've gotten in now from London, working as a support worker and looking to switch careers. You are in the right place. Welcome, Nina. Omar from Luton, working as a support worker, studying MSc Data Science. Welcome, Omar. Olasukomi from Cardiff. Right. So if I may ask before we get started, because I would love this session to be really interactive, why did you join this meeting? In one word, tell me, why did you join this meeting, today? There must be an expectation, right? And, as usual, it's always good to understand expectations so that we can also try to meet these expectations. So tell me, why did you join this meeting today? We're going to keep the interactions within the chat box, to make it very smooth and, less disruptive. So, right, I'm going to go to the chat box to see why did you join this session today. Let's warm up. Let's use that to warm up because I'm going to be throwing a lot of questions to you in the chat box today. And I want to be sure that you guys are ready, right, to also play your parts. So why did you join this session today? Please feel free to drop your responses as quick as you can. Beautiful. Chinasa, it looks like you're going to get an award. You might never know. You might get a discount too. The best performed, Right. So Chinasa has been topping the class. She's been the first to respond to almost all my questions today. So thank you, Chinasa, for being a very, diligent member of this session. Right. So she says career switch and better prospects, better pay and better flexibility. You're so in the right place because guess what? That's the goal. That's the goal. So Tamara from Crew, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Crew, customer service assistant. I joined the session to find out when the next project management bootcamp is starting. Welcome. The next bootcamp is starting November 2nd, and we are here to speak about all that and how you can actually, get into a successful career as a project manager and other career paths as well, right? So Olasukomi also says, I joined because I'm looking to switch careers, right? So you didn't miss road, you're in the right place, Olasukomi. So relax, sit on your chair and enjoy the ride. Right, so Oluwaseun says career growth and development. Right, beautiful. You are in the right place. That's all we are here. All we are here about is all about career growth, career elevation, career development the right way, the way that is transformative, the way that gives you the results, right? Because there are so many ways you can actually develop yourself that might be longer and everything, right? So Olayinka says to gain insights on how to navigate and maximize opportunities in the UK. You are welcome. You are in the right place, So please, so I need it to. I mean, keep as I know, just keep it up and let's see how it goes. So Tamara says, looking to switch careers. Welcome, you're in the right place. I joined to know what other opportunities are available for me. That's good to know. So we're going to be talking about a wide range of alternatives and options you can explore. And I'm sure at the end of it, you'll be able to choose the best one for you. Nina says, career switch basically. I mean, I can't talk too much. You're right. You're in the right place, right? Oma says to transition fully to tech. Becca says career growth, better pay, and visa sponsorship. Don't worry, just chill, get your popcorn, get your juice. You are in the right place. And if it's coffee you want to get, please feel free to do so. Kayode from Hall, working as a warehouse operative, trying to switch careers as a data analyst. Welcome, you're in the right place. Callistos from Liverpool, SW. Okay, so I'm hoping to get insight on how to do a career switch, how to get better pay, and hopefully get a sponsorship. We're going to be talking about that today. I've learned of RKY careers from someone who successfully landed a desired role, having trained from you. Wow. So you are here based on referral. So that's Adeoluwa Solomon. Welcome. You're in the right place. We can't wait to work with you as well and help you also land your desired role. That's what we are known for, right? And we are happy to work with you as well. Right. So, Emeka says switching career in tech sometimes can be really difficult. However, having the right support and guidance can be really helpful. Hence the reason I'm here. You're in the right place as well. That's what we are known for. We are known for the support, the maximum support we give to our students, to our alumni community, which also is the reason why we have the amount of success stories that we have today. So welcome. You're in the right place. You have not missed road, and we're happy to have you here. Right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Boke Messi AK from Southeast London. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Right, Adeoluwa is also claiming discounts. Calm down. You've only answered one question. You're not even like on the top list. Let's see how you do going from here. So Frank says career growth. I'm here for a career growth and prospects. You're in the right place. Oluwatomi Egbedi from London is here as well. Josephine says to switch career. Oluwatosin says career growth, better pay, visa sponsorship. Hannah says I'm joining to chair as an alumni. Happy to have you here. Thank you for the support. Right. Bisoye Mayego says I joined to gain the technical skills to use my MS degree in healthcare management. Welcome, you're in the right place. Career goals and visa sponsorship. Amara, looking to advance my career in compliance, KYC, and opportunities for visa sponsorship. Kelechi says, I'm just here to support RKY. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate that. I see you all and I appreciate you. Chinedu says, personal development and job opportunities. To be honest, I can't wait to dive into my slides because guess what? It addresses all the reasons why you are here today. So thank you all for participating in that little, engaging task we just had. I mean, I'm happy to see that, the fire in the room is mutual. It's not just on my end because guess what? I have a lot in stock for you today. So let's get right into it. Right. So I just introduced RKY Careers. We're a multi-award winning edtech company in the UK that help people to transition to tech and gain, practical work experience. We have students joining us from all over the world. We've had success stories from the UK, from Ireland, from Nigeria, from the US, from Canada, Australia. We have students as well from Germany, from Finland. To be honest, we have people joining us from across the world, and it's all been very good news and success stories from the bootcamp. We have about 1,000 plus success stories so far of people who have been hired into their desired roles. So we have a range of bootcamps from data analysis to project management to business analysis, Scrum Master products manager to compliance, KYC, AML, as well as digital marketing. We also have standalone services in the rebranding side of things, from CV optimization to LinkedIn optimization, career advisory consultations, interview preparation, portfolio development, and anything related to career, really. Right. So How do we leverage technology in the current markets? Guess what? Not everybody that attend boot camps or that need boot camps actually need to transition. Sometimes you just need to add tech to what you already have, because guess what? Even as immigrants in different countries we may be in, we already have half of what we need. What we need to do is to add in-demand skills to that, right? To actually position ourselves for better opportunities. While some people actually might need a complete transition if the career path they've been is no longer doing it for them, if it's no longer given for them, right? So why should you transition to tech, or why should you consider a career in tech? We have a range of reasons. Some of you have mentioned, some of you already know those reasons. Well, that's why you're here today, right? Some people don't even know why. They're just hearing tech. This tech, is it not saturated? We get those kind of questions a lot. This tech, everybody is a data analyst, everybody is a project manager. Are there still jobs? Guess what? Everybody might be a data analyst, but you will still get your own job, because guess what? The number of jobs that are out there, the number of demand, which is the first point I have here, there's booming demand for tech skills, right? So across companies, when we say tech skills, we don't necessarily mean coding, we don't necessarily mean programming, right? What we mean by tech skills is, right, ability, to be adaptable, to be able to use tech tools, and to be able to have a tech mindset. Tech is a mindset and not necessarily about it. So you can learn Excel today, tomorrow another tool will come, but it's not about the Excel that it's about how you are adaptable, how you are flexible, and how you apply all this, right? So there's a booming demand for tech. If you look at data analysis, for instance, data, is even being mined and being used in new ways we did not even think of, right? Data analytical skills, or is in demand across industries. Guess what? For companies to actually do better, they need to actually understand where they are, so they can now know where exactly to improve. If not, they'll be spending in the wrong places, right? That's for company aspect perspective. Talk about healthcare as well. If the analysis are not done, if historical data are not captured, because data analysis even starts from capturing the data first of all. Data related proficiency or whatever starts from actually capturing and cleaning the data first. So if data, for instance, let's use COVID. We all know how COVID was. Well, why did you think people we struggled and there were lots of data at the beginning of COVID era? Who can guess? Who can guess why COVID hit the way it did? One of the reasons, of course, there are so many other reasons. Who can guess? Please drop if you want to guess, let's be swift. Chat box, let's use the chat box. Let's drop it in the chat box. Let me just be reading it out, straight away. Right? Somebody says data imbalance. Right? Let's get more. Bisoye says there was no data for reference. Chinaza also says there was lack of data to work with. Perfect. There was no precedence. There was no history. There was nothing to let us know like how this is how COVID would come. This is what to use to treat it. This is where you should avoid. This is what you should do. This was the cause. There was actually no data, and that was why it took the world. It took the world a long time to actually get over the first few phases and all that of it. Right. So data is really important. But guess what? Now there are so many analyses, that they are doing with those data. Even at the beginning, they didn't even know how to affect kids. I don't know if you guys remember back then. They didn't even know whether kids born by positive mothers would have COVID. They didn't know. There was no information. There was no data to rely on, right? So that's how important data is. Talk about even pregnancy in healthcare as well. Based on historical data, if they see that today, maybe a black or Asian person, maybe a black or Asian pregnant woman is likely or have had, maybe let's use gestational diabetes, right? At a certain age of their pregnancy. By collecting this data, comparing, so if you collect everybody's data of all their symptoms during pregnancy, then you are able to now sort and see, okay, this range of people used to have gestational diabetes. Where do they belong to? Oh, they're all black. Oh, they're all Asian. What do they eat? That's how you make meaning out of data and turn it to information. And guess what? What's now the result? Okay, for every black and Asian, they recommend you take a particular test at a particular time of your pregnancy to know whether you are actually, you actually have it or not, and to prevent. So it starts from analyzing historical and then preventive measures as well, right? So by doing that, they get to prevent the mortality rates that mothers have during pregnancy, because they're able to know. Whereas in a place where they don't rely on data for those kind of decisions, when people are pregnant and they have some symptoms and they'll say, oh, it's village people. Oh, it's village people. But data allows you to be able to make decisions based on facts, and based on what's likely to happen, probability and facts, right? So that's data we've just analyzed. Talk about project as well. Talk about all the other. Talk about digital marketing, right? A lot of companies, right, want to make more revenue, want to make more profit. How do they do this? How do they do this? Is either by increasing revenue or by reducing expenses. If you want to increase revenue, is either you scale or increase the number of people that can view your product or that has access to your product. Because guess what? If you are in, say for instance, you're in Essex and you are selling a product that is not really even physical location based, but your marketing is only at your, you only market at your what's it called? You only market, at your streets or in your local markets. You'll be limited to that. If you are only 1,000 people in that particular location, those are the only people you can sell to. But think of data marketing. Data marketing allows you, as you are here right now, some of you are joining from America, some of you are joining from different parts of the world. That's because we've been able to take the information about our wonderful products and services to your doorstep through digital marketing. By doing so, we are able to also increase revenue. That's using RKY as example. Look at other companies as well. So digital marketing skills, companies will do anything to have very good digital marketers on their team, because guess what? It helps them to make that targeted advertising, targeted marketing efforts, at people, so they're able to analyze, okay, this number of people, they shop at this time of the month. It means their salary comes at this time of the month, or they shop this kind of, it means their salary range, people that are within the salary range are the ones that can afford our products. Let's not just run an advert and put 75 years and above, when at the end of the day, people that even need boot camps are not 75 years, or people that need, I don't know if you get, I don't want to go into too much details at this, but I'm just trying to give relatable examples. So diverse fields. Tech is no longer just coding or programming, right? The umbrella encompasses a wide range. Like I said, it's even a mindset. It's not just even, you could be a business analyst today and be a product manager tomorrow. There are diverse fields to explore. You can go from a digital marketer to becoming a product manager. You can go from being a product manager, to becoming a CTO. There's no limits to what you can explore. Guess what? With even one of the skills, most of the skills are transferable into another. You can be a project manager today and you'll be a business analyst tomorrow. That's because they are a wide range. So all this talk about it's going extinct, is saturated. The roles might be changing them. Guess what? Some of us have been business analysts from 20 years and above. 20 years ago. The title might not have been called the business analyst at that time. It might have been called something else, but we've been doing exactly what business analysts are doing now. That's, business analysts are now maybe adapting technology. Well, that's why I said it's a mindset. It's about adapting, new technologies to actually do exactly the same thing theoretically. Right. So talking about competitive salaries, we all know that, tech, because of what tech enable, any company that adopts tech, they are able to scale, they are able to make more revenue, they are able, tech companies, there's no hidden fact about the fact that tech companies or companies that adopt tech, they actually do well, they do better than their counterparts. And if they're able to do that, it means they'll be able to afford to pay people higher as well, right? And that's why, there are competitive salaries within tech. I know people that you get a job with Amazon, before you even resume, they pay you like a 10K welcoming, onboarding, how many companies can do that? And that's to even use Amazon, which is like the extreme. There are so many like smaller companies that are able to afford how much they pay you, because guess what? They are leveraging tech first themselves. They are leveraging tech, meaning that, and that's why they need you to also come on board to use those tech skills to help them get better. So that's why they are able to afford to pay those competitive salaries as well. And we all know that, apart from tech and maybe in terms of companies that can pay whatever this visa sponsorship rate is as well, a lot of tech companies will fall in that category compared to companies that are not leveraging tech, that are doing everything local, everything in, what's analog or what's the opposite of digital? Yeah, they're doing everything manual. Right. So innovation and creativity. Tech allows you to work on cutting edge projects, very interesting projects that, are life changing, are innovative. Flexibility and remote work. I see a couple of people also mentioned that they want flexibility. To be honest, if you want flexibility, all these roles, are roles that can enable you to work from home or work remotely or work in a hybrid situation for those that don't really like to work from home. Global opportunities, you can be here, if you have some tech skills. I know a lot of data marketers that are physically in Nigeria and working for companies abroad. I know data analysts and project managers as well that are in the UK and they're getting 100K, jobs in America. So it doesn't limit you. In fact, you can just decide to create a platform, create a website for yourself to offer your skill as a service and get paid from across the world. There's nothing limiting you. The first thing is, do you have the skill? And then how you now apply the skill or where you sell your skill to, there's no limit, to that, right? So you're able to get jobs, visa sponsorship jobs from Ireland, from Canada, from across the world, really, right? So either you want to relocate or not, the opportunities are there, even for remote or even, sponsorship related roles. Continuous learning and development, there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to know. Even if you learn some tools today, there's always something new. There wasn't anything like ChatGPT some years back. Now ChatGPT is everywhere. And apart from even ChatGPT, there are now so many GPTs. There's so many AI-based tools. And guess what? If you're already an agile person that learns fast, that has that tech mindset, adapting any other new tech tool, or platform, whatever that comes, would not be a problem for you. Visa sponsorship, global talent, digital nomad. No wonder why we have a lot of countries now have a special visa for tech professionals. If you look at the UK, we have the global talents. I think Canada has digital nomad visas. They also have tech talent visas. Almost all countries, go to their websites. All countries have a special visa for tech talents, because guess what? With tech comes, skill. With tech skills or tech, adapting tech comes ability to actually, make more profits and make more revenue as well. So those are some of the few reasons, right, why you should look into transitioning to tech or acquiring tech skills, right? So we have a lot of people here that also are interested in getting jobs with NHS. Why should you try to get a job in the NHS? That's for those that are in the UK or trying to move to the UK, right? So NHS remains one of the top sponsors, right, in the UK, right, across the different bands. There are so many opportunities to explore to get visa sponsorship. And even if you are not even looking for visa sponsorship, I know people that personally are just passionate about, giving back, health and care. You don't necessarily need to be a carer to work in the health and care industry. You can be a healthcare project manager, can be a healthcare business analyst, healthcare data analyst. But guess what? You can even be in a department within the healthcare that is not even healthcare, related, right? So yeah, there's nothing limiting you from getting NHS. A lot of people used to feel that, to get a job in the NHS, it only has to be care. No, there are so many other roles, right? Like non-clinical related roles. We have a lot of data analysts. We have business intelligence. Developer. We have data analysts. There's no role. If you search for Scrum Master, if you find there's no role that is not you can't find within the NHS. And the reason why a lot of people want to get into NHS is because of sponsorship. Yes, NHS sponsors. And one thing we always tell our alumni community when we have all the support sessions is that try to get into the NHS, even if your first role is not like band 8, band 7. First of all, get in maybe in a band 4, band 3, whatever band really, and then leverage the insider relationship and insider advantage to now move up. We have a lot of our students that get in at band 4 and then you see them within like 2 months. You will see some of our success stories as well. You see that we are sharing success story of people that were probably, project manager that are getting customer service role. It's a strategy, and it's something we always tell them as well, that get in first. And then within 2-3 months, we've had people now move to band 8. By the time they now keep changing roles. There are so many things about getting job with NHS that we always train and guide our alumni community as well. We still had a session, our monthly webinar, where we drilled down how to get all this. So like you want to be a part of this community, because guess what, is we are not just a training company, we also go ahead to support you, to give you industry insights for your related industry or interest, to help you achieve the goal, because it's not just about training. Yes, at the end of training, most training companies, that's all, you just be in a group and everything, but here we'll still come and bring different sessions to you to help you elevate your career. So talking about global talent as well, I know a lot of people here are like, okay, what next? Because I know I have a lot of UK people here. I know we have people from America. Forgive us, while we talk about all this, but guess what? This is not even limited to the UK. But talking about global talent, I already spoke about how a lot of countries are trying to attract tech skills, are trying to attract tech professionals. If you look at the list of, this is on my left is a screenshot of people who are current global talent professionals. Even you go to your LinkedIn, just type UK global talents, put your city or put UK, or don't change the city, and then change it to people. Then see the list of people, check their roles. Check their roles. You see product managers, you see data analysts, you see digital and growth marketer, you see performance marketing catalyst, you see developer, you see all these roles that are the roles we are also helping you to transition into. You only need to get started first. All these opportunities are bound. Where you will use them, you don't know yet. But first of all, acquire the skills. That's the first step. You can't keep waiting for opportunity to come and you are doing nothing. What have you done? You're looking for a job. Say let's even use the practice. Okay, let's even say like you have somebody in your family that is really, really influential and all that, right? And because you have this person, you are like hopeful that this person will help you get into job. Even if you go to this person tomorrow, the first thing the person will tell you is that, what skills do you have? What can you do? And then they'll look for where to go. You can't say you have zero skills and you know someone. You have zero skills, but you're waiting for opportunities to come to you. No, you first of all need to like upskill yourself, be empowered. And then when you are even talking to people about I was listening to a lady that she moved from the UK to Nigeria, and she was saying, how she was looking for opportunities and all that, and it was the skill she had that she was able to put into use. Those skills, she didn't use it to get a job here, but she had learned them and she put it into use, to help her start a new life and all that. But anyway, that's just by the way. You can see the technical and business skills covered by Tech Nation. You can see the product manager, the digital marketing under the business skills, and we also have the technical skills. So this is one of the career paths as well that you can explore when trying to transition, and all that. I don't know why I was muted. So that's that about global talent visa. So let's talk about valuable skills for a successful transition or for a successful career in tech. A lot of people always miss it. They always think that I'm learning on Coursera. I'm self-taught. Yeah, you can be self-taught in any skill. But guess what? Being self-taught can only do just a little, because guess what? There are so many other things you need apart from the technical skills itself. What always make the difference between candidate A at an interview and candidate B is the soft and interpersonal relationship skills. I'm sure you've read it somewhere, you've heard this somewhere, you might have even heard me say it before, but that's the truth. Some of you already have these skills, while some don't. But if you want to transition to tech, these are some skills that you need to have. You need to have analytical skills. You need to be able to do critical analysis, document analysis, decision analysis across all the roles. All these analyses are important. If you're a data marketer, you need to do analysis. You need to do analysis of your spend. You need to do analysis of your return on investments. If you're a business analyst, of course, you need to do data analysis. Even as a project manager, we have a lot of people who are project managers already who come back to do data analysis bootcamp with us. And what helped them to stand out is always the ability to do something different apart from the skills they learn. So that's why we also encourage continuous development. Even if you're a project manager and you land your first role, don't let it end there. Let it be a mindset where you actually continue to learn, because there's no limit to what you can learn and where you can apply it. Communication skills, this communication skills is really important. There's nothing like I'm not a people person. If you like, run away from business analyst and say, because I'm not a people person. There's no role you get that you don't need to be a people person, because you are not going to be working as an island. You're going to be working with people. You're going to be collaborating. You are going to have a manager that you have to report. You have to be a people person. Communication is really important, either oral, written, collaboration, or presentation. I know the best part. In our bootcamp, we not only focus on teaching you the technical skills. You actually also get to practice and actually work during the work experience phase with others, where you get to pick up, these soft skills if you do already have them, or apply them and see the way you'll be using them in your new role as well. So it's not just about technical skills for us. It's also about soft skills. There's a way you need to communicate with others. There's a way you need to pass message. There's a way you need to respect hierarchy and all that. And that you also get within our own bootcamp as well in the project phase. Right. Solution mindset. You need to be a solutions person. You need to be able to make investigation, proper escalation, root cause analysis and all that. You can't just be that person that will identify problems without thinking of the possible solutions before you even talk or escalate the problem. What have you done to solve this problem? Or to even if you can't solve it, if it's beyond your pay grade, but what have you thought about when you're escalating to your manager? It would be nice for you to escalate while also adding the fact that, oh, this is a problem I identified. I've thought about these alternatives to explore. However, I would need you to also look into it. That's an intelligent way. That's what gets people that visa sponsorship, because that's what gets people that promotion they need. It's about being that outstanding person. Because guess what? It's not just about getting a job. A lot of people get jobs by luck, but are they able to keep the job? Are they able to keep the job? So it's also very important to apply emotional intelligence when also dealing with people. Adaptability. You need to accept change. You need to drive change. You need to be the change. And you need to have a continuous development mindset. Like I said earlier, tools will always change. Change is going on everywhere. If your company say, today, this is how we want to do things, tomorrow we are changing the way we do things, you need to be able to accept and drive change as well. When I say drive change, I mean from the angle of, say, process optimization, for instance. There's no interview you get, regardless of the role, whether you're a business analyst or not, that they will not ask you how you have streamlined processes. How have you used automation? How have you changed the way you met things? You met things this way. What have you done after you got there to try to improve things? Have you tried to identify redundancies? Have you tried to change, because guess what? You are coming from somewhere, they're employing you from somewhere. So they expect that you are bringing some certain expertise to the table, whereby you can review the way they do things and find a way to bring positive change to the way they do things. Problem solving as well. This is important. Stakeholder management, I can't say this enough. Process improvement, that's what I just said. Process improvement question would always be asked regardless of the role. So even as a digital marketer, you need to be able to talk about how, okay, I came, this is the way they were doing things. Or as a compliance professional, I came, this is the way they were doing things. I identified some redundancies, and then, and you implemented this change, blah, 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 So you need to be able to have this line ready, scenario ready. Collaboration as well. In addition to being a leader and being able to demonstrate it, you also need to be a collaborative person. But guess what? All these things I put here, they might look like just normal thing, but there's no interview you have that they will not test you on at least two of this. It's not just about being it's also being able to demonstrate it at interviews. You need to be able to talk about where you use problem solving skills to increase revenue if you are like a revenue related role, to reduce expenses, to improve project outcomes if you're a project manager. You need to be able to talk about how you apply problem solving skills. You need to be able to talk about how you apply process improvement, how you use communication, how you manage a difficult stakeholder. This, as you have seen, what we've talked about today is like a simple interview prep session we've just had. Say thank you to me for that. So let's proceed very quickly. So some tech fields with global potential. So we have, some tech fields that you can explore, right? We have some tech fields that we can explore. So we have the data analysis, business analysis, digital marketing, network engineer, project management, application. We have a lot of them, to be honest. This list is not exhaustive. But guess what? What we always say is to prioritize the ones that are easy to enter. Don't go and start transitioning to a career path that will take you first of all 1 year to even learn, and then when you finish learning, the only kind of roles you can actually be good enough for at that stage is entry level. When will you now qualify for your visa sponsorship? When will you now qualify for other things you might be looking to get? Where will you be able to leverage those your transferable skills you are bringing from your 10, 15, 20 years of experience that you are bringing from your home country? And that's why we always, recommend you go for the, career paths that have zero barrier to entry, that align with your own previous background, such that by the time you combine it together, you would have a very unique brand, that is well, put together and everything. So another thing I would say is that look at tech as a must-have skill and not necessarily a role. Some of you, we have a lot of our students, that come to acquire tech skills, but their roles don't change. But guess what? They now get the job faster because now, they are able to position themselves for some roles. Say, for instance, we have accountants who come enroll for our data analysis bootcamp. And then at the end of the bootcamp, they are now able to position themselves for higher hand roles because accounting jobs themselves, they have a limit to, the salary you can get, what you'll be doing, debits and credits, However, if you add analytical skills to data, to accounting, you'll be able to position yourself for financial analysis role, finance analysis role, financial plan analysis, strategy analysis, reporting analyst, those kind of roles. So I would say that we should look at tech, regardless of even the role you want to go into. Data analysis, if you are here and you've transitioned to tech in another career path before, but you're yet to get a job, I will implore you that you should consider data analyst to add to those skills you already have. You would not lose. I don't know. You will not, regardless of your role, either you're compliance or data or project manager, data analysis is very important. We would have loved to add data analysis to all our courses, but guess what? We'll be having an unending program, and we want to keep our program short and that you can also use to get a role immediately, and not necessarily making you learn just like an MSc or BSc where you just learn different things that you might not or might need. Right. So tech as a skill. Analytical skills are very important, collaboration skills, design skills. And that's why in our alumni community, in RKY, when you join our bootcamp, you not only stop learning during the bootcamp, we also give you bonus courses, live ones that we bring. Last time it was UX UI that we taught all our alumni community. Design skill is also very important. Say you want to even start your own business, at least you can come up with designs, you can you can actually review a design and know, okay, this design is good or bad. You can have intelligent discussions around design. You can do prototyping, wireframing, and all that. We also have data marketing skills. This skill is also another must-have. Is another must-have skill that you have to apply. Either you want to get a job or not, because even the art of applying to job is marketing on its own. You need to know how to sell yourself, so it's really important. Social media management skills, cyber and information security skills, artificial intelligence, personal branding. These skills are important, for you to have either for personal reasons as well as, to add to your existing skill set. So what do we offer at RKY and how do we come in? Right. At RKY Careers, we've been setting the stage for excellence. We've helped a lot of people to acquire these skill sets, that they can use to elevate their careers and everything. So what do we offer? At RKY Careers, we offer practical experience-based bootcamps. Before we started bootcamps like 3 years ago, we sat down and we understood, and we had already started supporting immigrants through CV optimization and all that. But we discovered that, it's not just about doing fine CVs. A lot of people will now get interviews and they are unable to defend the interview. Especially now, the way the market was 3 years ago is even way different. The market was even smiling. Imagine if people were not ready for this kind of markets. Now, market is now more intense and competitive. We used to do a lot of CVs and all that, but people needed more than just CV. We had like foreign trained lawyers, who wanted to transition to another career path because they can't go back to school. We will do compliance service for them, but they were struggling, and that was what gave birth to our bootcamps. Practical experience that you can roll your sleeve and start working from day one. All our bootcamps, they have the practical experience piece of it. In our project management and Scrum Master and business analyst and product management, we have 2 months, dedicated to rolling your sleeve and applying everything you learned. So it's not just about learning; it's about applying it, being reviewed, getting feedback from your supervisors, the way to be. And this has really helped our students. In the market today, it's tough to get interviews, but guess what? Most of our students are confident that when I get that one interview or even 2 interviews, when I get that one interview, I'm sure that I'll be able to kill it. Right. So you can't just be wasting the interviews. You're getting them, but you're not passing them because you are not even prepared enough. Right. So networking events and workshops, at RKY Careers, we regularly have networking events like the one you are today, which is the Virtual Tech Summit. We also have our annual physical events. We call it Limitless Without Borders, where a lot of people come to physically to network, meet people and all that. The last one we brought about, 10 global talents professionals and beneficiaries to come and show us how they did it. We also talked about how to also start your own and build sustainable businesses in the UK and how to build a successful career, really. So anytime you hear about an RKY event, make sure you don't miss it, because guess what? We always give absolute value. Right? So personalized career branding services, we offer standalone services, CV, LinkedIn and all that. Immersive learning experience, right? Here, you're not just learning and relaxing. You're actually doing your own parts. You need to roll your sleeve and do the job, so that when you get to interview, they say, like, complete this marketing effort from start to finish, or talk about a project you've done, or this thing, moving these objects from there to here, put it in a project format. You'll be able to do it. Like, if they give you the unthinkable task, based on the fact that the experience you have is actually genuine. And guess what? We've had product demos like the one we'll be having in like 2-3 weeks now, where our students, were reviewed by external external body, external attendees, and they were told that the experience they demonstrate is way more than 1 year of experience. And that is what's not the one that we have a lot of half-baked people out there. But guess what? There's also the EU part there. Everybody needs to play their parts, right? We'll give everything we have promised to give, but you also need to play your parts. And we always plead with people to play their parts to get the best out of it. Right, so we are a community of innovators at RKY Careers. We've built a lot of innovative products, that we are really proud of today. Right, so in the last couple of months, we've had over 1,000 plus success stories. Here are some of these success stories. You can see people getting 2 visa sponsorship jobs with the NHS, landed the compliance analyst role in London, sales operations analyst role, data technician role after the data bootcamp, project management program manager role in Nigeria, internal assurance role in Canada, business change manager role in the UK, and many more. You can see them if you go to our page as well on Instagram. You'll be able to see these are more highlights again of people who have landed role in the last couple of months through our bootcamps. You can see Bella got a business support manager after the business analyst bootcamp. Busola got data customer insights analyst after data analysis bootcamp. Lucky got periodic review analyst after compliance bootcamp, and many more, really. Right, so now we're going to get into the bootcamps one after the other. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you, what career paths are you looking to explore in tech? So this is another quick question for us to quickly answer. Let me know, what career paths are you looking to explore in tech? Chinasa is still topping. Adeluwa is trying. But Chinasa is still topping. Right. So, right. When is the next annual conference? I think it will be in 2025, because we've had the one for 2024. The one in 2024 held June. And yeah, we should have another one in summer next year. Right. So Chinaza says project management, Anthony cybersecurity, Bisoye project manager, Temiloluwa digital marketing, if Ijoma digital marketing, Pressure Scrum Master product owner, Chinedu Scrum Master, Fin analyst, data analyst, PM, data analyst, project manager, digital marketing, data analyst, data and business analyst, data analyst, compliance, PM, data, right, business analyst, Scrum Master, business analyst, data, PM. Right, business analyst. Right, so let's get right into it. We're going to start with digital marketing, and we're going to touch on each of the other courses one after the other. Right, so let's get into it quickly. So we're going to start with digital marketing. Right, so I've got other speakers here. I played with the speakers. We're going to try to make it really fast so that you can get to speak as well. So it's not going to be only my voice. For those of you that are tired of hearing me, if you're tired, and if you're not, I'm still here. Right, so digital marketing. So we have our digital marketing bootcamp, right? So this is like a 3 months bootcamp. We started the first course just this month, September 7, I think. Yeah, just this month. And guess what? I love that. Like, I've not missed any of their classes. I love that class. In our own data marketing bootcamp, like we said, it's practical experience focused. They're already tackling projects. It's still like, they're still within the first month. They're not even in project phase yet. And they're already getting real life scenario. They're already coming up with digital marketing strategy. They're already coming up with all that. But guess what? This is one of the hidden, like, in demand skill that a lot of people, don't know, right? So a lot of companies will do anything to have digital marketers on their team, because guess what? When you have a very good digital marketer, or if you have a good digital marketing team, right, there's a lot you can benefit from that. They can take your business from 0 to 100 in no time, right? So we cover areas such as SEO. For those of you that have heard SEO before, so SEO is that organic effort you put into your website to make sure that the website on its own bring traffic, so that people now get to see your products and services without actually, spending anything extra. So it's about how you put the keywords in, how you name your products, the keywords within your website. Are they like keywords that are being searched for? Are they like relevant? Do you call your products, just a general name or a name that people are looking for that they know it to be? In as much as you want to be unique as a product, you don't want to make your product name to be too far from what is being searched for. That's just a little hint there. So we have SEM, we have social media marketing, we have content creation, we have email marketing, and we have the analytics part. Like I said, analytics is required across all the roles, right? So this bootcamp offers a comprehensive curriculum tailored to industry demands. And guess what? Our trainer for this particular course is a global talents beneficiary, and that is because this particular career path, like I said, has potential for visa sponsorship as well as global talent visa, right? So who can take this course? Fresh graduates, marketing professionals. So if you're already a marketing professional, but you're not you're a marketing professional, but you're not a digital one, this is an opportunity for you to learn digital marketing. If you're a salesperson, you go from door to door, you can learn digital marketing to transition and to make yourself more, attractive to employers or recruiters. Also, if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner that you're looking to enhance your online presence and drive more traffic to your business, you can explore this course. We have about 5 entrepreneurs in our courses that they're not looking to get a job. They just want to learn it. They want to learn how to set up email marketing. They want to learn how to do Google ads. They want to learn how to do YouTube ads. This is also an avenue for you to do that. If you're looking to go into entrepreneurship or whatever, this course, even if you don't take it now because you want to first of all get a job, make sure you don't miss this course at RKY. So individuals try to substantially increase their salary value by becoming a full stack digital marketer, so you can explore that as well. So, what are the potential career paths? Guess what? In digital marketing, there are a range of career paths you can explore. Not everybody has to carry the title digital marketing or marketer, right? There's so many roles. We have all the skills and everything you learn within our bootcamp. They can also be standalone roles that are also in demand, right? So we have digital marketing manager, SEO specialist, social media manager, PPC specialist, website optimizing specialist or manager, So those are just a few. If you just type it in yourself, you can see a range of, so for those of you that answer digital marketing, you are in the right place. Make sure you don't lose this opportunity. Eligibility for visa sponsorship is really eligible for visa sponsorship, right? You can see the roles that, marketing and commercial managers. You can see on the right hand side, right? Market research interviewers, advertising and marketing associate and professionals. We also have the e-commerce manager, affiliate marketing manager, web. And you know what I love about the UK and the Western space? You see all these roles that maybe one person will be doing all of it together in some other countries. Here, everybody has their different portfolios and roles, right? But the thing is, in our own bootcamp, we prepare you for everything, so that when you are done, choose the one you want. Do you want to become a full stack data marketer, or you want to position yourself for PPC specialist or email marketing manager? We have email marketing managers that get as much as 40K, 50K as well. But now imagine you being able to do email marketing. You could even have a full-time job as a data marketer or email marketer and have a side hustle or have a business or have an Upwork account or a Fiverr account where you're just doing content or where you're just doing SEO. I mean, this is like a must-have skill for you to even be able to have. All of you that are looking for side things to do or side, this is actually a must-have. Whether it's your personal business or you want to open a side just freelancing opportunity. Please let's mute ourselves. Thank you very much. So what are the training perks? So you get live training, you get to work on, real life, real company scenarios, and you get interview preparation within the bootcamp and as well as after the bootcamp. You get UK work reference for the project you work on within the bootcamp. You get certificate of completion. We are CPD and ACTD USA accredited. So either you're trying to join from the Americans or from Europe, right? We are accredited, by the relevant bodies in those areas. So we also have an LMS. So our LMS is our e-learning platform that gives you the opportunity to have a two-in-one learning environment. So you get to learn face-to-face in class, of course, virtually, and you also get to be able to learn at your own pace. So after classes are done, all recordings are uploaded in our LMS for you to catch up on. We also have post bootcamp support, and this is what makes us stand out. A lot of people are trying to catch up with us now because everything we do, everybody else wants to do it. But guess what? We have our students at hand, and at RKY Careers, we have our weekly or bi-weekly, depending on the course, interview prep, where even after the bootcamp is over, you are still able to come bring your job description in. Let us help you review it and predict questions that can come out of it, right? Also, apart from even this, we have our monthly webinars. I was in the one we had 2 days ago where I actually, all these things, like, it's always like too much information because, but guess what? At the end of the day, those that take it and apply it are the ones that share their success stories. We also do your CV and LinkedIn for you. So you don't need to be worried about going somewhere else to get your CV done or to get your LinkedIn done. We will do this for you as part of the bootcamp. So if you're transitioning to a new career path and you don't know how to explain it or how to combine it with your previous role, don't worry. We have got you covered. We also get to work on the project. So what will be covered, you can see on my screen, the strategy and planning, content and social media marketing, SEO, email marketing, PPC, websites, development and optimization. So you also get to learn how to build a landing page, right? So you also learn analytics and data interpretation, writing for the web, blog, articles, and you get to work on the real clients projects. Tools to be learned, you can see on my screen as well, Canva, SEM, Rush, WordPress, Google Ads, Google Analytics, Viva Suggest. So based on everything I've said, what you get, and I'm sure you're like, RKY, this course is going to be so expensive, right? The value of this course, based on everything I've said, should be like £1,500. However, we're running this is our last course for the year, by the way. All what you're hearing about today is for the last course for the year. After this, till next year. And when we go into next year, we are upgrading our price to a new price because guess what? We've actually been on discounts almost throughout this year, and it's no longer sustainable. We have VAT to pay. Out of all this fee, you see 20% goes to VAT, and every other thing, we need to add VAT to our price because, we have to pay it. So, £599. You still have the last opportunity to tap into this for just £599. The next cohort starts 2nd of November, and you can secure your slot today. Guess what? The best part is that regardless of whether you have cash, or not at the moment, you can actually explore our buy now, pay later platforms like Klarna, ClearPay, Pay Later, and PayPal in 3, right? And the cost is just $599. We have a lot of people that come up to our bootcamp and they're like, what? They were begging someone somewhere else to pay $1,200 that was offering half of what we are offering. They were actually begging before they came across our pay that, can I pay? Please let me pay $1,200, But guess what? We are offering, all this for just £599. And guess what? A lot of other places you go to, they will tell you beautiful things. But how many of them deliver? In this place, so you can talk to all our alumni, everything we say will deliver. So it's not too good to be true. It is too good and it's also true. Right. So if you are looking to secure your slot today, because guess what? Based on all this buy now, pay later, our classes are filling up really fast. Right. So you want to secure your own slot today. If you are paying, so admin, please share the link to the buy, but you can see the URL as well, www.rkycareers.com/course/pay. So that will let you see the alternatives we have. We have ClearPay, Klarna, Pay Later, and all that. So you can just tap into it and start your installments today. Somebody's asking how many installments it is. It depends on the one you go for. Pay Later, PayPal offers pay in 3 with 0 interest. If you want to go for that, fair enough. Pay Later offers, from 3 to 12 months. Klarna offers their own as well. So if you go to the link that we'll be sharing in the chat box, you will be able to choose the one that works for you. So, Adiola, so we'll share the link and we'll drop the URL here. Right. Someone said, is the price the same for those in Nigeria? So for those in Nigeria, you can chat with any of the numbers here. They will tell you what the price is in Nigeria for Nigerian candidates. Right. So, okay, at this moment, I'm going to invite my first guest of the day. I know I've spoken for 1 hour, so it's time for me to take a break and welcome Temiloluwa Ogundele from the Digital Marketing Bootcamp. Temiloluwa is a marketing professional before he relocated to the UK and is currently enrolled in digital marketing bootcamp because he wanted to understand the digital part of marketing and also gain practical work experience to stand out in the job market. And he says it's been fantastic experience from day one, but I'll let him say it with his own voice. Temiloluwa, if you are there, please come on stage. Please, let's keep it to like 2-3 minutes, not too long, or just 5 minutes so that we can move on very fast. We still have to talk about all the other courses. So Temiloluwa, if you are there, please indicate So if we have questions, just keep dropping your questions. Don't worry. Keep dropping your questions. I will attend to it after Temiloluwa speaks. Yeah, Temiloluwa, thanks again for choosing to speak at this session. We really appreciate it.
I thank you for the opportunity, Brookie. Like you said, though, like it's been presented on there. I've got a background in marketing. I worked in brand management to transition from traditional advertising to brand management back in Nigeria. And having moved to the UK, it's my aspiration to grow to also further my career in brand management and marketing in general. Yeah, in the UK. Well, yeah, I did my master's in marketing from Northumbria University in Newcastle. Um, After my master's, I started the job application process, and as everyone knows how it can be quite tedious and quite disappointing. But one thing I realized in time was the trend in marketing, yeah, which is a bit different from back home, or should I say, um, maybe because I've worked with medium and large scale businesses back home is yeah, most medium scale businesses want you to have all, if not all, marketing skills, not just traditional marketing ideas, knowledge. They want you to be able to develop marketing strategy as a whole, um, and also have like technical marketing skills, such as which is digital marketing skills, right? And it was something I never had because I've always worked in marketing management. So um, it was a struggle when I applied to jobs. I always see that, oh, you need to actually be able to do either if it's email marketing or social media marketing or PPC and the likes. And it was going to be a setback to my job, so my application. So I thought about enrolling to digital marketing, and RKY careers were based on recommendation from people what came top of the mind to me. And since we started the class, I can say it's been a fantastic experience. The trainer has been awesome, quite interactive and engaging, and he's actually started. He's been throwing tasks to us in classes, having us like interact in the class so as to like get everyone to understand the basis of marketing and digital marketing as, in general. And we started taking on assignments, group assignments, because yeah, one thing important in jobs in the UK is teamwork. There's always teamwork, and we that's one thing we're learning off the class as well. Um, the assignments are like insightful in terms of things we haven't like experiences like some of us have never had before. Like I said, I worked in marketing management. I never really did much in digital marketing, and this training, I would say, has been quite insightful so far. I look forward to what we have to unpack in the coming weeks in the course of the training. And kudos to the RKY management, and most importantly, the trainer, who has actually been very helpful in the course of our training so far.
Thank you so much, Temiloluwa, for sharing your experience with us. We appreciate, So there you have it, guys. I mean, this is a new course that's just about a few weeks into it, but guess what? It took us 6 months to come up with everything. The curriculum. Make sure it's benchmark against the industry standard and the industry, because it's not just about teaching people things; it's about teaching them what we learn them a job immediately or as soon as possible as well. So thank you for sharing with us. Your experience in the class. We are happy you are enjoying it, and we plan to continue to keep up the standard and quality based on your experience so far. Right. So for those that are asking it from Nigeria, when they give you the, I don't know, if you're in Nigeria, make sure you chat the WhatsApp numbers on the screen, or just drop that I'm in Nigeria and they will chat with you, or okay, they've dropped the link, the WhatsApp link, just click on it straight away and it will take you to sending a message to them. So I'll quickly answer questions briefly before I proceed to the next Right. So someone says, do you have Primavera P6 and Smart Sheets training? Not at the moment. We don't have it as a standalone training. Our trainings are always like immersive, like full project management and business analysis, where you get to learn a wide range of tools. Right. Does RKY have a platform for construction industry? So the list of courses we offer, we already mentioned, right? So we have a lot of people who already have construction background. They come, they learn our own project management and add to it, get work experience in the UK. There's always, everybody has different motivations and reasons for joining. So just make sure that just make sure that you know what your own why is, so that you can get it before the end of the bootcamp. So now we're going straight into project management and business analysis. Right. So this, for those of you that chose project management, now is your turn. For digital marketers, please don't sit on the fence. Secure your slot today before we get sold out. Right. For project management and business analysis as well, this is like a 4 months boot camp. We have 7 weeks of classes. So it's a 2-in-1, just like I said about digital marketing, it comes as, all in one, with a lot of alternatives, that you can explore as a career path. Also for project management and business analysis is also a 2-in-1. Project management is a different career path. Business analysis also a different career path. But guess what? They work together collaboratively to deliver projects, and that's why, like I said, our own goal here is to empower you to make sure that out there's nothing they ask you that shakes you, right? Even if you are like a project manager and they ask you business analysis related questions, so you get on the job, you need to know what your other people you'll be working with. You need to know what their roles are, because guess what? You might join as a project manager today, and your business analyst might not be available, and your own goal is to make sure the project is a success. Sometimes you have to wear the role of the 2-in-1 as well on the job, right? So that's why we have it as a 2-in-1. And we also learn PMO. So we have a lot of our students also who have gone ahead to get PMO analyst. And let me tell you the best part, that blows my brain, is that we have people, imagine someone getting 2 job offers. One is project manager, one is business analyst. How good can you get that you have, like, that's the opportunity we give to you. You can either be a project manager, a business analyst, or both. You get to choose the one you now apply to a job in. And guess what? We now have people actually having success stories in these two. So the person is able to get a project manager job and also a business analyst job, because they were able to learn it. So they didn't have to go back to another bootcamp to go and learn, completely pay another fee and all that, So who can join this course? Recent graduates who want to gain practical experience to enhance their employability, professionals looking to switch to project management and business analysis, degree holders seeking practical work experience, people that either have experience before but don't have UK experience, or that don't even have experience at all. We have aspiring project managers. Okay, I think we already mentioned that. People who want to position themselves for visa sponsorship. Most of our boot camps, or even all of them, can help position you for visa sponsorship. Visa sponsorship is not, it's something that is about how you market yourself, how you put yourself together, acquire the necessary skills, position yourself, and be strategic about it. Visa sponsorship will not come until you land a job that would give you visa sponsorship. So the first thing we always tell people is that position yourself in career paths that would help you get this, and then you can now, have other add-ons and everything with it. But if you are not good enough to land the job, there's no way the sponsorship that will come after you get the offer will also be yours. So the first thing, work on actually acquiring in-demand skills in areas that would give you the sponsorship. Anyone wants to enhance their careers, professionals, entrepreneurs, and small business owners as well. Data analyst. Someone says, when will the next data analyst and business analyst? So it's data analyst and business intelligence, not data and business analyst. We have the project management with business analysis, and we have data and business intelligence analyst. So that also starts November 16th. We're also going to get there, but if you like, November 16th is the start date. Right. So consultants as well want to enhance their project management capabilities to better serve their clients. And guess what? At the end of this bootcamp, you can either be a project manager looking for a job, or you could actually start consulting as a project consultant. Right. So what do you learn, you learn a lot of tools from ClickUp, Jira, MS Projects, Balsamic, Draw.io. You get to see the tools you learn. And guess what? At RKY Careers, you're not only learning, these tools that are here. There's always something we'll just bring. I don't want to mention names now, because guess what? The moment I mention it, is out there. There are so many tools that we're also looking to bring on board for you guys to learn. once you're a member of this, it's a family. Once you're a member of this family, there's no limits. Once we identify something that's, would be beneficial to the entire community, we bring it as a free course for all to attend again. And then everybody attends. Right. So there was a time we brought Power BI to everybody, even as project managers. And then we encourage you, once you learn that skill, add it to your LinkedIn. Be that project manager that has Power BI skills. Be that data analyst that also have UX UI skills. You never know when the combination of these skills will be required in your next role. Right. So you get to also work on 2 months live projects and career support session. You get to learn soft skills like emotional intelligence, team management, stakeholder management, collaborative learning, workshop facilitation, among others. Right. Potential career paths. Under project management, we have a range of roles from project coordinator, change manager, program manager, PMO analyst, PMO coordinator, project administrator, junior project manager. And then under the business analyst as well, we have a wide range of roles from business analysts, transformation analysts, solutions analysts, change analysts. There are some titles that I've never even heard before that, you'll still come and share with me as success stories as well. So there's a wide range of roles that you can explore. For someone asking, you are very intelligent, enjoying the lecture. Wow, thanks for that. Thanks for the compliments. What type of certification do you give us after the completion of the course? Will it be recognized? So you get a CPD UK. CPD in the UK is recognized as continuous professional development. So you get a CPD UK certification. We are also accredited by ACTD USA for those that are joining us from, North America. So yes, you get a recognized certification. But guess what? Just the certification is good. Is a good to have, but look beyond the certification. You're going to be gaining practical experience at the interview here. When you read to pass a certification, you are reading to pass, like, what is this? Define this. But when you gain practical experience, that's the one that prepares you for the job itself. We have a lot of people that have PMP, CBAP. They still come back to gain practical experience. Even people that have MSc in these roles, they still come back to gain practical experience in our boot camps. So in our boot camps, you learn the theory, just like you learn as in a certification, you also gain the experience, such that when you get the job from day one, you can roll your sleeve like this and, get on it. And you get on it, right? So these are a few career paths you can explore under business analysis. Eligibility for visa sponsorship. You can see there's so many, so from construction project managers and professionals, so engineering project managers to IT project managers, so you can see the roles, different roles. Project delivery officer, you can get sponsorship. Project manager, you can get sponsorship. Scrum Master, you can get sponsorship. Project analyst, project coordinator, project officer, service delivery coordinator, business support analyst, customer support analyst. You can get sponsorship if you find a company that is willing to sponsor. Guess what? The key when you're looking for sponsorship is to be that person that is the best for the role, either by making sure your experience is top notch, your interview preparation skills is top notch. All these things that we know you need to put together is what we now give you. So that's why we are more than a training company. We are like a community that supports you to land your desired goals. Right. So under business analysis as well, we have IT business analysts, management consultants, business analysts, IT support technicians. Right. So, there's no need to go to say too much about sponsorship. We all know that PM and BA, and guess what? It's not just because there are lots of project managers there, a lot of half-baked in fact. But guess what makes us different at RKY? We not only let our students compete with themselves out there, we make sure that your unique background helps you to stand out. So what we do at the end of the bootcamp is that your previous background plus the newly acquired skills, we help you put this together to actually make you, be in, have your own unique brand that help you stand out, in the job market. And this is why one of our lead business analysts just got a senior business analyst role. During the project phase, she chose to be a leader, to be like a team leader, and she led to deliver as the team lead business analyst. She just got a senior business analyst role. We have a nurse. We are even here to share the success story. She's a nurse, right? She's a nurse and she wants to transition to tech. She joined our PMBA bootcamp as well. And she just got a business analyst role, offering her £50,000 with a lot of benefits as well. So there's nowhere you cannot transition from. Even if you're a nurse, if you're a support worker or care worker, or you have zero experience, you're just coming straight from school. and then you came here to do masters, you are still in the right place. So what are the perks? So we've got 7 weeks of live classes, of course, CV optimization, 2 months building a real project or completing a real project that you can also add to your CV and talk about confidently at interviews, because that's what is very important. At interviews, they will ask you, can you tell us a time where you were working on a project and you experienced project grip? Can you tell us how you use this skill to make project out? If you don't have it, you don't have it. Right. So talking about everything as well, you also get, international work experience on your CV. You get a globally recognized certificate of completion. You get interview preparation. In this particular boot camp, you get weekly interview prep. Every Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. There's a coach waiting for you. Guess what? We do interview prep, we do career support sessions at the end of the boot camp. Then after the boot camp is now officially closed, every Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m., there's somebody waiting for you to come and say, I have an interview coming up. Can you help me look at it? Because that's what it's about. It's about that confidence. Sometimes you just need someone to tell you that you have got it, because we know all our students, the ones that play their parts, they've got it. Because guess what? You pay for bootcamp does not mean you get a job automatically. You need to play your part. There's nobody that wants to get something that doesn't have to give something. I don't know if you get. So you need to give your time, sacrifice your availability. It's just like 3-4 months, and then after that, you're able to move from where you are to where you really want to be. This course is also going for £599, and we also have all the flexible payment alternatives. Admin Adela, please drop again the payment link. Let people secure their slots. Just like I said earlier as well. We are going to be. This is the last quote for the year. After November 2nd, we don't have any other. The next time is January, right? So secure your slot for this, because a lot of people are going to be rushing this quote, and you don't want, this time around, we're going to cap it. Once we get to a certain number, we are closing it, and we are closing enrollments, because we don't want a class that is also too big, right? Right. So at the moment, I have Miriam here. Miriam, used to be an information advisor at a university before attending and completing the RKY Careers PMBA Bootcamp in June. Guess what? That was June. Now we're in September. I have now landed a fully remote role as a project support officer in the health and care industry. So if that sounds like something you want to, that you want to achieve, if you're currently a care worker and you want to still remain within NHS as a project support officer, or if you're looking for a remote role or project related role, then you want to listen to Miriam. Miriam, if you're there, I'm bringing you up on the stage, for just 3 to 5 minutes for you to share your experience as well. Do we have Miriam here?
Hello, Vicky. Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So first, I would like to say that it's a honor to be here. My name is Mariam. So I'll just give a brief background about myself. I used to run a fashion retail business in Nigeria, and then I came here for my master's while working as an information and advice coordinator at the university. And honestly, ever since then, I have actively been searching for a new job. So that's been about 11 months. So around that time, my friend recommended RKY to me, the project management stroke business analysis bootcamp. I initially told her I was looking for a BA course, and she told me that there's a project management stroke BA course available. So I thought that was a very sweet spot. I really didn't have much information about RKY, but I trusted her judgment because she had done a training before, a PM training before in another institution, and she didn't really get much value from that, but she literally could swear by the reviews she got from RKY. So I trusted her judgment, and I enrolled for the course. And I would say that has been the best decision. That has been the best decision I made. Go and tell Daddy. That has been the best decision that I made. I joined the PMBA cohort 7.0 in June, which ended in August, and around 3-4 weeks after, I landed my current job, fully remote job. I think that's the sweetest thing for me, the fully remote job in the healthcare industry. I see so much.
I think we've all been muted, Miriam. If you can unmute yourself and continue.
So sorry. I didn't realize that. Oh, so I don't even know why I got cut off. But I was just trying to talk about the perks of the role and how excited I am about the prospect of project management roles and also future career progression in the industry. I was also going to mention that trust me guys, every single thing that Rookie has mentioned today, every single thing, it's nothing is an exaggeration. I cannot speak highly of RKY enough. The theory classes that you would have, 7 weeks theory classes, the project phase, it's a live project. You're literally going to be handling a project from the entire project life cycle, from initiation onto closure. You would also get career development trainings. You have interview prep. In fact, this current role that I got, one of the assessments I had to do a presentation, and I brought my presentation forward to one of the facilitators, and they guided me through. Okay, this is how you should handle it. These are the kind of support that RKY has. They have other trainings as well, free Figma, Figma courses, and all other courses that they have free for alumni. So trust me, there's no exaggeration with everything that she has said. Everything, the course is value packed. So if you are still on the fence on whether to register or not, this is your chance. This is just your chance. Just click on the button right now and register. You will have no regret. But like she has said, something has to give. It's a really intensive program. It may seem like just a boot camp, but trust me, it's not just a boot camp. You have to come prepared. In fact, if you want to, you may take out some time from work to actually take part in this course, because it's like a full-time job on its own. Trust me guys, you're going to get full value for your money, and if you put in the work, you get the results that you want. There's CV optimization, something as simple as ChatGPT. Some people may feel like, oh, what's ChatGPT? I didn't know how to use it. Trust me, there's so many things that you can do with ChatGPT alone to help you ace your interviews, to help you ace your job applications. There are so many things that you'll be exposed to during the training. And also something that may be overlooked is the community that you it's a community that you get to be a part of, right? When you join the community, you get to see other members in your class, you hear success stories, it motivates you. Currently, we're holding a challenge, a 15 job application a month challenge. That just encourages you to put in the work. Unlike if you just enrolled in a course and after maybe 2 months you're done, that's the end of it. But having a community like this, you see the responses, you see your colleagues have done 15 applications in a day, and you realize that if I'm actually looking for a job, then I actually have to put in this work. It motivates you. And then something else I also like to mention, which may be difficult to put into perspective, is the fact that the training helps you to put your experience and your skills into proper perspective. So, for example, you already have all of the experiences in Nigeria. You have a very loaded CV. I have to mention that before I joined RKY, I had done about 10 interviews, and all none of them were successful. Of course, I know there's a God factor in it, but if you're honest with yourself and you do a little bit of self retrospective, you have to understand that some things there's a room for improvement. You could have done some things better. Now, what RKY's course does for you is that it helps you connect all of those dots together. It helps you make sense of your experiences. So, for example, instead of you to say, I started the project, saying something like as something as changing the technical term to I initiated the project. Just those little things that you gather while you're taking part in the training itself just helps you speak better in interviews. It helps you gain more confidence. And so these are some of the takeaways that I definitely took from RKY. And trust me, I'm not leaving RKY anytime soon. I'm always going to be there until the very end. Any single thing that they're handling, any programs that they're having, I will always take part in, because I enjoy the value that the school, the institution provides, and I always want to be a part of it. So you guys, please, this is your cue to click on that button right now to speak to Adiola or whoever is in charge, and then just register for the next cohort.
Right. Thank you so much, Miriam. Don't worry, there's even going to be no end. It's when you are tired, you would leave. But thank you so much and congratulations on your job. I'm really happy. Like the number of success stories I even got this week alone, The number of success stories I got this week alone was mind blowing. And, I'm super excited for each and every member that lives, to get their success story as well. You can hear within 4 weeks of finishing the bootcamp, she got a success story. Miriam, I think, please let's celebrate Miriam. Someone say you're blowing my mind, though. I'm definitely joining. And that person say, Miriam, you don't sweet talk me. Another person say, I'll go and borrow money to do this course. Right. Please make sure you see. Guess what? There's sometimes in it's just £5.99. Some of us spend, this amount of money. I mean, maybe not for £5.99 as a whole at once, but it's worth it. You are a support worker. You left your home country. You are here. You want to be able to have a fulfilling life, even if you are in any other country that is not the UK. Particularly anywhere you are, we have people also who join our bootcamp and land very good roles, even in Nigeria, in Ireland, in America. So thank you, Miriam, once again for coming to share your experience with us. And at RKY, I didn't even mention it. So there are some challenges. We're currently on the 15 days a job challenge for the rest of September. We started this in, this is to make sure, because we know the challenges people face. They attend boot camps, but guess what? They don't make out that time to apply to job. They keep their CVs in the shelves. I want them to go out there to get a job. I want them to share success stories. I want them to actually maximize, because a lot of them, this knowledge is there, but guess what? Knowledge in your head that you're not putting out there. Nobody will come and knock on your head to ask you, can you do project management? You have to be the one to say, I'm a project manager. I am a perfect project manager. Right. So that's why we bring all those different things to the community. And we love the fact that they are also very responsive, right, in the community. And guess what? We're going to have more success stories from this challenge as well. So thank you once again, Miriam. And we proceed very quickly. So if you are here for project management and business analysis, either you want to join November quotes or January quotes, key into this now and secure your slot at this current rate. Guess what? We can't guarantee that our prices will not be 20% or more higher by January, because guess what? We can't continue to pay taxes out of our pockets. People need to pay their we need to make sure the cost shows everything, really. But yeah, thank you so much, Miriam. So secure your slots now. Send a message right away, to the number there. Right, and you are fired up. That's one of the things within the RKY community. That fire does not die. You can hear Miriam saying she's going nowhere. The fire doesn't die at any point. Right, so Omadolako says, are there enough remote opportunities in the compliance role, especially for a nursing mom like me living far from major cities? Most of the offices are. Of course, compliance KYC roles are also very remote friendly. A lot of KYC analysts I know, they work from home. Right, so please, for those that have their hands up, please use the chat box to drop your message so that we can answer them and move on quickly. So right now we're talking about Scrum Master, Product Manager, Product Owner. So for those of you that, in your response, you told me it was Scrum Master, Product Manager you're interested in, we are right here. Guess what? The Scrum Master, Product Manager is really similar to the project management in terms of how the structure of the courses. It's also a 4-month bootcamp where you learn a lot of tools, where you will also, learn a lot of soft skills like team management, stakeholder management, collaboration. Somebody says, let's jump to data. Calm down. Right, but this is really similar to project management, so let's take it very quickly. So who can take this course? Scrum Master, Product Owners, aspiring, either you're certified, because in this particular field, what we see that a lot of people jump to do CSM, PSM, CSPO, but guess what? They don't have that practical experience. It's not just about having Scrum certification. Some certification alone does not make you a Scrum Master. What makes you a Scrum Master is being able to do the job of a Scrum Master, being able to do it, when you are put on the job. Understanding sprints, understanding your stand-ups, understanding your retrospectives, removing redundancies, backlogs, and all those other things. Right. So in this bootcamp, either you are a degree holder seeking practical experience or professional looking to switch to Scrum Master, or you're looking to get sponsorship or enhance your career, or a business analyst looking to go up in the ladder now to product management, or current project managers, team leaders that want to explore other career paths. The Scrum Master Product Manager is good. And guess what? Just like every other of our courses, this is also a 2-in-1, because some people get out there and they say that Scrum Master roles are not a lot out there. Okay, but guess what? In the RKY Bootcamp, you don't have to go back somewhere else to pay. You can position yourself as a product manager. You can position yourself as a product owner. You can position yourself as a delivery manager. You can position yourself as, there are so many other roles that you learn within the bootcamp, because it's a 3-in-1. You learn product owner, product manager, and Scrum Master. So guess what? Regardless of how the market is looking, you are prepared for it. It's just about you sitting down, re-optimize your brand in line with whatever role what you want to, explore and putting yourself out there for it. So it's value for your money, because we don't want a situation whereby, because we have that a lot, people will do project management somewhere, they apply to 1 or 2 jobs, they feel, there's no job in project management. It's business analyst, there's job today. They will come to project, they'll do another training somewhere else, another £1,000. By the way, for those of you that don't know, these courses we are doing for £599. For those that, they are cheaper, I'm not saying there are no cheaper courses, but for those that will give the value we are giving, there's no way you see it less than £1,000. And that's the truth. And that's because you are confident in what we give at RKY Careers. Right. So potential career paths under Scrum, you have the Scrum, the Agile coach, you have the program manager, the Agile delivery manager, implementation manager, release manager, and many more really. Under product roles, you have the product owner, product manager, technical product manager, AI product manager, development manager, product marketing manager, and many more. So what are the tools you will learn within project, business analyst, Scrum Master, and product manager? Like I said, they are really similar, so you get to learn a lot of tools, same tools. So you get use Basecamp, ClickUp, Teams, Jira, Draw.io, Balsamic, Lucid Chat, Whimsical, Visio, Miro, Power BI, MS Projects, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Docs. You get to use all these tools, right, within the bootcamp. For those that might ask me next, does that mean I don't need Excel training again? In Excel. So we're not going to be covering the entire scope of Excel. You will just be using Excel within this bootcamp. So you still need to enroll for Excel. And if you want to combine Excel with project management or any of the other courses, it's very possible. Excel timing is 2 to 4. We have a class even starting today. After today, we have another one in November, I think. We have another one in November, and it's just a 6 weeks training, Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. So you can combine with any of the bootcamp, and you can do it as a standalone. So if you are here and it looks like, I'm interested in digital marketing, but I'm not ready now. I'm interested in project manager, I'm not ready now. Be ready for Excel. Do Excel now. Because guess what? It's better to be fully ready. It's not when you now finish Excel, you now PMB, you now be coming back to do. Although you can do that, don't get me wrong. But if you can do that now. Excel is on a current discount. Let me just tell you secrets. It's even free, because if you're paying 50K or £50 for a training that is 6 weeks, that is intense, that you would also gain practical experience in, right? I think is almost free. So it's just £50 or 50,000 naira for the Excel course. So you can secure your slot for that right now. Guess what? Beyond these tools that you are seeing here, there are so many other tools that you get the opportunity to learn, because it's never ending. These are the tools you learn within bootcamp. But guess what? As part of continuous development that we give our alumni, you get the opportunity to come in. To also learn other tools. There's a particular tool I'm also working on bringing somebody to come and teach all the trainer. It might not be feasible this year again. Somebody asked about that tool within the questions, but I don't want to mention the tool again. Somebody asked about the tool, and we're going to be bringing an expert in to come and train all our students on it. Guess what? With that tool alone, or any member within our alumni can also position themselves for a different role, a new role that is not even like a side gig or even a standalone role. And that is what we do. Okay, it looks like people are struggling to get this job. Okay, how about learning this tool will make them to be able to get this kind of job. Let's give them access to this tool, or let them learn this tool. But that's how we work. That's how we roll at RKY. It's about how best. And we have a lot of people that are not our alumni always begging to be part of this bonus courses. But going forward, maybe from next year, from the next one we do, they will actually get to pay for it while our students access it for free. So it's win-win for everybody. Right. So what are the perks? Every other thing we've said, the project delivery, sponsorship, job opportunities that you get to explore at the end. What's the cost? The same. Okay, so actually the Scrum Master and product owner is going on a special discount for £450 for the first 10 people that enroll and secure their slots today. So if you secure your slots today, you get to enjoy it at £450. Please drop the payment link. I think on the payment link as well is £450 they will see on it. So they should secure their slots, today. Right. So so send a message, secure your slots, Is there going to be a certification after the Excel course? Of course, you also get a CPD accredited certification. Right now, I've got a special someone as well on the group, on the team, on the meeting, Falilat Ojikutu, a facility manager in a real estate organization, before attending and completing the RKY Careers SMPO in May. Acquired a lot of knowledge. I'm in the process of landing a job with the knowledge I gathered. So, Falilat, if you're there, within 3 to 5 minutes, please come on board and do us the honors. We can't wait to hear from you.
Yeah, hello everybody. Yes, thank you, Rookie. Can you hear me?
Sure, we can.
Okay, like Ricky said, my name is Falila, and RKY has been a blessing because moving from Nigeria to the UK and having to leave the workforce to because I recently became a mother and all that, and trying to get back into the workforce has been it was very overwhelming. And but then when for those of us who just recently moved or who schooled here and trying to like get into the workforce, having people that you can fall back on and ask for advice, and sometimes you're so overwhelmed you don't know how to navigate yourself or where to start from or how to go. RKY supports, everyone in RKY supports you, and it's such an amazing environment because you don't I know sometimes it feels like, oh, I don't want to say this, so I don't want to look like this. That's when you're feeling like that, they take that feeling away from you. They make you feel so comfortable that you feel so much at home, and you just see yourself unwinding and springing. But the old book camp, but when I joined RKY, I wanted to do just Scrum Master because when I was job searching and or job surfing, then it was more majorly Scrum Master jobs that were popping up. But when I came on board, when a friend of mine told me about RKY and I came on board, um, what they were offering was Scrum Master and product ownership, product owner. And it's such like, at first you'll be like, that's not why I'm not interested. But trust me, by the time you look at what the market is offering right now, that is, I thank God I did, they had that combo because it puts me as an advantage. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, I did want to do just Scrum Master, but I'm at an advantage of, having the knowledge of being a product owner. You understand? And the most fascinating part of the whole experience for me, the whole co-op, was the assignments and the group conversations, and also the work experience part, because it's real. Like it is real. It's not like it's made believe or anything. You actually do work on real life projects, delivery, and and basically what you expect to do in your jobs when you do land the jobs, because you will land the jobs after the courses, is wherever you experience, the ups and downs, the terminologies, the experience, the documentation, how you're meant to work on your documentations, your delivery, submission dates, and all that, and how it also would help you be more in tune in working remotely, or that's if you do land a remote job, or working as an hybrid person, all that is entwined. So you have a feel of that. If you don't have the experience of that yet, you have a feel of that with RKY. And the facilitators are so fantastic. Like, you can hit them up or message them at any point in time of day, and they will always, they're not tired. You can keep asking the same questions. When you hit um, brick walls, you can, rely on them, as long as you're willing and you're open to learn. RKY is the place to be, is, and I think God has handed them some these tools, and they are good stewards in handing it over to other people. So I have not had the opportunity to say thank you to Rookie and the whole of RKY. So thank you so very much. And also, I met some beautiful alumni. It's such a wonderful place where, even when you're done and you get your certification, you don't want to leave, like how Mariam said, like, because you always, even when you're done, you always want to come online when there's a when the um events happening, to know what is there, to just sharpen your horizon, to know what is happening, what experiences people are facing, what difficulties people are facing, so also know how to get yourself and equip yourself if you are to come across such. And if you do come across such, it is a problem solving institution for you to go back and say, look, this is what this is what I'm facing, and you're not alone. You just know that you're not alone. You're here. They're there for you to help you navigate through your problems, and also, all I can say is don't the money. In fact, the money cannot quantify what you are getting. I'm sorry, I have a little girl around. The money cannot quantify what you're getting, but I'd say it's a fantastic investment. If you do join with RKY. So thank you, Rookie. Thank you, Mr. Abdul. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Abimbola. Thank you, everyone, and to all my co-op classmates. Thank you guys for being a family. And yes, I've gotten my certification. I'm open. I'm waiting for response from some certain companies that are meant to get back to us. So fingers crossed, because before I did join RKY, I wasn't so confident to myself. But after the co-op and all that, my confidentiality is 1,000%. I would think I'll say. So thank you guys, and please, you guys don't waste time. Don't dull. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Falila. I mean, I want to join in your faith that, those that you're expecting to get back to you, they will bring success. I mean, they will bring good news, and you will share your success stories soon as well. I mean, thank you so much, Falila, and thanks for thanking us. I mean, that's what we are here to do, to give value and to make sure that, it's a win-win situation. You join the bootcamp with expectation, and as much as we can, we do our part to make that expectation become a reality. Right, so I'll take some quick feedback, within the chat box. Is compliance rules just for lawyer, or does it contain just sections? Can anyone do it? Oh, compliance is not just for lawyers. It's just like something we recommend to lawyers because it's good for them because of their background. It's not like it's just for lawyers. And our own compliance is also not just compliance. But don't worry, let's get into it. Someone says product management and Scrum Master. I think that's a Scrum Master right there. So I have a training outfit asking me to pay £950 to £1,200. That's to let you see how much affordable we are at RKY Careers. Can I pay for the project management now and join next year? Yeah, of course you can secure your slots now, and that makes you to be able to tap into the current prices. How can I have an affiliate link to advertise your products? Oh, we're going to get there. By the way, for those on the call, and for alumni and everybody, if you want to help us advertise, because you've heard all the good things about it, there's no better thing to advertise than something that would give people value. You don't want to advertise something that the people come and give you bad feedback about. And that's one of the good things that we've had with all the people that we collaborate with. They are always happy, to help us talk about our product, because guess what? Anybody you bring to RKY Careers is always value guaranteed. So please drop the affiliate marketing link. We'll talk about that. I think we have a slide for that. We'll talk about that, as well as we proceed. Is there going to be a certificate? Yes, there's going to be a certificate. What? For £50? This is a giveaway. The cost is what's way higher than that. I paid higher and the value was superb. I think this is one of our alumni. Yeah, so that £450 is just for the first 10 people. I mean, after that, we take it back to £599. So if you want to be one of those first 10 people, please secure your slots now, right? And yes, it's always absolute value. Are you taking project management and Scrum Master together? No, project management and business analysis is a different bootcamp. But guess what? If you just want a little bit of knowledge about Scrum Master, you can still join if you don't want to be a product manager, you can join the PMBA bootcamp. There's also a Scrum Master part of it, because you also get to we use the hybrid methodology where at the implementation phase, we use the Scrum. Right, so does the Scrum Master cover PMBA? No, Scrum is different, PMBA is different. If you want PM project management and want to understand Scrum as well, join PMBA, Right, paid. Chinasa says she has paid, thanks for paying, and I'm sure you're going to have a lovely experience. So thank you, Falila, again, and we'll proceed very quickly. For those that want us to jump to data analysis, here is me jumping into data analysis. So the Data Analysis and Business Intelligence Bootcamp is a comprehensive program that guides you through the path to becoming a proficient data analyst. Right, so the way we've put it together is a 10 weeks bootcamp that allows you to learn the most in demand of the data analytical skills out there, because guess what, there are lots. I think when I started, I explained how much data is in demand and how we all rely on data. Some of you actually also gave me, some cues about how during COVID we're not able to predict what would happen to people that get it, what will happen to kids that get it, or where is it happening the most, where did it start from, and all that, because there was no data to rely on. So data analysis is highly in demand. And the best part, not everybody that attends our bootcamp needs to say a data analyst. You can be a lot of things that are analysts that related without actually being a data analyst, and that helps you to actually be able to separate and make yourself outstanding in the very competitive market. We'll get into this if you are going to be. We'll get into this. Is part of the ways we help our students to put themselves, out there in a very unique way, and all that. Right. So the training comes with, practical work experience as well, just like the rest, both individual, you're going to work on both individual projects as well as real clients group projects. And you're going to have the opportunity to also present this to stakeholders. So we have our data insights day, and we also have our product demo. Product demo is related to the PMBA, SMPO. You can, if you also want to just see what happens at our project phase that we've been talking about, attend it, come and see our students come present the work they've done. And if also you're interested in data analysis part, we also have the data insights, the way our data analyst students come present what they've also done. So who can take this course? I would always say everybody needs data analytical skills. Trust me. If you are whatever it is you are, and you actually choose data analysis, it will never be a miss. I don't know if you get. So anybody that wants to start a career as a data analyst or a business intelligence professional, anyone who wants to gain analytical skills to enhance and stand out in their current profession, please let's mute ourselves. Let's mute ourselves. Right. Anybody at all, everybody needs data analysis experience and skills. Right. So somebody says, is Python included in the data analysis business intelligence? What is the AI day? Right. I don't know what you mean by what is the. Oh, okay, SQL and AI. So we have a session, we have a module where we discuss, where we train you how to leverage AI as a data analyst. So there are so many ways to leverage AI. AI and Python are not the same, right? So we don't train Python because we want our data analysis is a no-code data analysis course, where you don't get to be involved in coding for those that do not like it. Data analysis is not the same everywhere. No two data analyst job descriptions will always be the same. Like I said, our own goal is to make things easy for people. You can be a data analyst without using Python. A lot of people join boot camps where they teach them Python by force, and then because they are not good with the Python, they feel they are not ready enough to put themselves out there. Guess what? All our alumni that have gotten jobs as data analysts here and there, they don't use Python. If you already know how to use Python, that's an advantage for you. Although we do have an introduction to Python course just for you to know what they use Python for, but not necessarily, using Python to do data analysis, right? But we do introduce you to, Python and all that. Maybe one of our bonus classes, we could even do a Python where everybody comes. But guess what? A lot of people will leave more confused, because if it's a short course and they can't take their time to understand, they're more likely to leave more confused than they joined. So within our bootcamp, you're going to learn Microsoft Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, and PowerPoint. Go check most of all the data analysis, gang influencers on LinkedIn. They will always tell you that if you're trying to transition to data analysis, these are the most in-demand tools that you use across a wide range of roles. Guess what? There are even data analysis roles that is only data Excel you use them. There are data analysis roles where you won't even use SQL at all. But at RKY, we make you learn, because guess what? It's a journey. So you start from extraction of the data to cleaning the data to analyzing the data and visualizing the data, right? As well, so that the stakeholders are able to look at what you've done in your visualization to make decision. So that's how data analysis works. So long as you have a tool that covers each of those segments, you are good to go. You don't necessarily need to use, so I guess Power BI and Tableau do exactly the same thing. You don't necessarily need to use the two on one row, but you need to be able to use either of the two. But you get to learn all of it anyway at RKY. Right, so potential career paths, So one thing I love about analytical skills or data analysis, right, is the fact that you can combine it with, any current experience you have to actually form a very strong brand for yourself. So we have a lot of people right, who are customer service professionals. They come to our bootcamp, they attend the data analysis bootcamp, and then they're able to get customer experience analyst, customer insights analyst role. That are like tech roles as well. We have a lot of people that are accountants, they attend data analysis, they become finance analysts, or they have banking background. We have a lot of people that have banking background, they add data analysis to it, and they're able to position themselves for like reporting analysts, management intelligence analysts, management analysts, management information analysts. Maybe because I'm an analyst myself, because I'm a senior, or I used to be a senior finance analyst, right? And the experience I use for the senior finance analysis is a combination of accounting background, right, and data analytical skills. Using all these tools that I've mentioned there. Guess what? In my even previous role as a senior finance analyst, the only tool I used of all this list is Excel, because some companies are big enough, depending on the size of the company. If you are working in a very big company, you won't be the one extracting the data. They might have a different department that they can call another name, insights analyst or whatever name. Those ones will be the one extracting. You'll be the one, just send a mail, we want this data, they give you the data, you analyze the data. So it's important, to have these skill sets. Even as a project manager, there's some visualization. We have a lot of people that, because they could build dashboard. If you go to our LinkedIn, you see a lot of dashboard that students have built and that were posted, where they mentioned, they're learning from us as well. So there's so many roles. Even as a marketing professional, analytical skills is very important, because guess what? You can't just be spending your budgets blindly. You need to be able to plan it. What age where should I target this to? Who are the people likely to respond? That's where analysis come in as well. How did you spend your budgets in the last year? How is the budget going to be expended this year? Analysis is important. Operations analyst, we have a lot of stuff. If you go to our page, you see different shapes and sizes of names of roles that our students have gone ahead to get after the bootcamp. Talking about the visa sponsorship as well, you can position yourself for data. You can see a wide range of roles, from data visualization manager. I'm sure you never knew there's a role like that, to data center manager, data analyst, data officer, data quality analyst, data, what I love about this environment is that it's better to know a lot and then pick, like some people just need that visualization part of your skill and they will call it a role and then you get paid for it. Isn't that beautiful? Right. Somebody say, what's the difference between Power BI and Tableau? They're basically the same. They do exactly the same. So they help you visualize your data. The difference you would have there might just be a little here and there. Power BI is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft likes to have a version of all the tools out there as well under Microsoft's name, because a lot of people already subscribed into Microsoft's under Excel. So it's easier to add, other tools to it. So yeah. Other tools and everything. So some data roles our alumni have gotten with the NHS. So talking about NHS, there are lots of data analysis related roles in the NHS. For those of you that are interested in the NHS, not everybody that wants to get into NHS will be carers, and that's why I always repeat that. But however, if you already have an NHS experience, now is the time to now acquire skills. That's the way to get sponsorship, to get into the NHS. Then after that, acquire skills that will help you. You can't stay in one level. I have a lot of people that they want to elevate their careers. Maybe they are like different, depending on what they are. Add data analytical skills to what you already are, and then you get to like position yourself for higher paying roles and remote roles. So we have people that have gotten data analysts, finance analysts, reporting analysts, health data analysts, clinical data analysts, business intelligence analysts, population health analysts, information analysts, and the rest that you can see on the screen. So please don't sleep on this. Right. So during the course of the bootcamp as well, you get to work on professional web portfolio. We get to do a portfolio for you. So not only will you be able to, you get a CV, LinkedIn, and everything, you would also get a portfolio that showcases your projects that you've worked on. Training perks remain the same: 8 weeks of live expert-led classes, recording on the LMS, CV and LinkedIn optimization, UK reference for the projects you get to work on. You also get to build your presentation skills. Now on the weekly basis in our data analysis bootcamp, you get to present, to also learn those ability to present, soft skills and all that as well. You get to work in a team and all that. So the course is also currently on a discount at £599. Like I said, it's the last course for the year. Don't sleep on this. There's no guarantee that this will be the price next year. So if you want to secure your slot, either for the one starting 16th November or for next year, now is the time to secure your slot. We also have flexible payment. So even if you have zero deposit in your account, you might actually still be able to secure your slot today with any of these platforms, either Klarna, ClearPay, PayPal in 3 or Pay Later. So please head on to the link now to secure your slots for this course. And if you have friends and family that you think everything you've read today, you like project management, but you love the data analysis, not for yourself, but for your wife or your cousin or your brother in Nigeria or anywhere else, refer them using, you can also benefit to refer them. So every of you that you are here, you can actually get a side hustle job from RKY as an affiliate marketer. So all you need to do is to register with the link, share your link with people. Even if they don't pay that same day, they will look at it and everything. If they pay within 30 days, I think, and secure their slots, you get a credit, you get a credit in your dashboard for the referral, right? So that's another one by the side. So can you do part payment to secure your slots for next year? So yes, if you want to do part payments, you can explore any of the PayPal in 3, to secure installmental payments, ClearPay and the likes, and they will be taking the money in your account every month. Right, so I've got a guest speaker here again today. I've got Nana Apia Kubi Yako. I hope I pronounced it correctly. She's currently a data analyst. She worked as a telephonic customer service rep in the UK while she was doing her master's. Towards the end, she enrolled for the boot camp and she's just landed the role as a data analyst. And Nana, if you're there, please come on board. Is Nana there? I think I saw her in the meeting earlier. Right. Someone says, is there a guarantee of assisting or mentoring students until they land a good role? I think that's all we've been talking about all day, right? That we have post bootcamp support through our alumni community, through our weekly or bi-weekly interview prep, depending on the course, which is unending. It's not like we deny you access at any point. There's always informative and insightful session to help you. So payment link, is there any discount for the payments? Yeah, the £599 you're getting to pay is a discounted amount for the course. Right. So do we have Nana here? I don't think I saw her earlier, but I don't think she's here now. Right, so the compliance course is just 5 weeks. Okay, while we're waiting for Nana, let me quickly talk about compliance for those that have been waiting for compliance. So the payment link has been dropped for those that are interested in the payment link. So talking about the compliance bootcamp, so this is just a 5 weeks, 5 Saturdays course, where you get to learn everything KYC, AML, financial crime sanctions, and GDPR. We have a lot of people who have proceeded from this course, to get roles like KYC analyst, AML analyst, compliance coordinator, GDPR, data protection analyst, and the likes. Just like every other of our other courses, we always make sure that we are not giving you just one alternative. We give you a wide scope, and then you get to choose the one you want to. Because guess what? There will be some roles that want you to have all in one. Right? Who can join the course? Anybody at all. For those that are asking, is it only lawyers? No, it's not only lawyers. Anybody at all. Foreign trained lawyers as well, because a lot of foreign trained lawyers don't want to go too far from law. They want to stay within, because what do lawyers do, right? Right, so they want to be able to position themselves in career paths that are not too far from law. Compliance is all about making sure things are done the right way, the way it should be done. KYC analyst, we all know what KYC analyst, or maybe we don't. KYC analyst ensure that your documentation, when people want to deal with you, is who you say you are. They are confirming that they know you. So you want to relate with RKY. You've given us a name. You've given us your name. You fill the form. All those forms you give us, you need to give us evidences that prove that name is actually your name. Their address is actually your address, and not that you just combined another person's data together. Because guess what? There's some relationship you need to have, or there's some relationship or contract you need to have that you need to be 100% sure that the person you are dealing with is the right person, right? Because you are relying on the reputation that person might have, the history that person might have, to actually get into some contracts that are risk-based or not. So looking at banking relationships, for instance, you want to open an account with bank where you'll be coming to collect money and everything, where money will be paid into the account based on that name. So nobody, if you say you're Rukaya Talabi, they want to be sure that Rukaya Talabi is actually Rukaya Talabi, such that it's not when you now use that name and account number to collect money from people, and people will think it's actually Rukaya Talabi, whereas it's another person that's opened accounts with my name. I don't know if you get so. That's just like a layman on the explanation, right? So who can take the course? Anybody at all. Anybody at all can take the course, right? So what are the potential career paths that you can explore? KYC analyst, compliance analyst, risk manager, financial crime, sanctions officer. And AML compliance analyst. Yeah, compliance officer, data protection specialist, and the like. So eligibility for visa sponsorship, some of the I mean, you can see the roles that are eligible under compliance as well. You can also get, visa sponsorship opportunities. Either you're a compliance manager, quality assurance manager, compliance officer, legal executive, paralegal, and all that is also listed on the government's website for sponsorship. Companies are students have landed job. A lot of our compliance students have landed job across a wide range of companies, from Monzo to Nationwide to Santander to Bank of Scotland, Halifax to law firms as well. Like Irwin Mitchell or something. There's one popular law firm where we have about 2 or 3 of our alumni. Serviles, a lot of companies basically. I can't really have them on my head right now, but yeah, a lot of people have left our boot camps to land jobs in very JP Morgan, and like Amazon and Co. So training perks, the same training perks. This is just a 5 weeks boot camp where it's just Saturdays, 4 to 6 p.m. You get every other thing. Your CV will done for you, LinkedIn will done for you, work on cases that you can talk about, because those are questions they will ask you about the cases you've done and all that. So you get live training, access to LMS, CPD, accredited certification, UK work reference, and you also get to be part of the alumni community. The cost, the same as we have, £599. The next cohort starts 2nd November, just like project management and business analysis, same as Scrum Master and same Scrum Master Product Manager, as well as our digital marketing. You can also pay in installments if you're in Nigeria. Send a message to the WhatsApp links that are provided there. So I've got another Nana again. I happen to have 2 Nana, right? 2 Nana Dekiwa. She's a client. She was a client service associate with a pension investment company before attending and completing the RKY Careers Bootcamp, and now she's gotten the job and she works as a KYC analyst. So Nana, the second Nana, if you are here with us, please, you're welcome on board. You have the stage, 3 to 5 minutes. Tell us about your experience. And to everybody that has been in this session since the beginning till now, a big well done to you all. I mean, thanks for sticking by and being a part of the session.
Hi, Ruki, and all of our KY team and everyone that has joined in today. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So, yeah, just like I think everyone has mentioned how they were introduced to RKY by a referral, but mine was actually a leap of faith. So I saw RKY on LinkedIn through an alumni who was part of the data analysis boot camp, and he was posting some of the projects that he had undertaken. So then I visited the website, I read the reviews. I didn't message him though. I was just looking at the reviews on RK1 and I went to Trustpilot to see if it was scam or if it wasn't. So I also joined some of the tech summits. That was, I think, last year, December. Some of the, like this program, for instance, to help me make a decision. So at the end of the year, when bonuses were paid, I just decided, okay, I'll pay for this thing. Personal development never comes. It's never a waste of money, regardless of what the outcome will be. So I enrolled for the bootcamp, and my compliance bootcamp started in March, which was for around 5 weeks. So for the compliance, it was 4 to 6, but the facilitator, Lumi, he was so amazing. It would go longer than 2 hours. He even wants us to succeed more than we want to succeed for ourselves. He is so dedicated. The interview preps, he would exceed the time. Any questions you have, he would answer. And I had a little KYC experience back in Ghana before I moved to the UK to do my master's, but it's not the same as the UK compliance experience. And Lumi has worked within compliance in the UK for a long time. So his experience and insights was very, very helpful, especially during interviews. When you're being asked something that you haven't experienced yourself, but Lumi has said this before, you can always, add your own twist and then provide that. Because before RKY, I was applying for several jobs. I was getting little to no feedback. And yeah, the interview process, I'm sure I was giving them the answers that they did not want, because it wasn't matching what a UK KYC analyst or a compliance analyst should know. And of course, my experience in Ghana wasn't technical as what a KYC analyst in the UK would do. So Lumi's insight and the real life examples of what a KYC analyst would do in the UK was very, very helpful. And back in August, I got a visa sponsored job as a KYC analyst. And yeah, so RKY has been very amazing. And if you are just like me looking for that little yes, that that person to tell you, do listen, you're not wasting your money at all. You're not, even if you don't get the visa sponsorship, you would see the turnaround in the job applications, the recruiters that will reach out to you on LinkedIn, the knowledge you're going to learn, and of course the community you're going to build as well. RKY will hold your hand at in every step of the way. The encouragement from Ruki when she has the meetings. I remember she was speaking about how she was rejected for a job. She made it to the final round of one of these alumni meetings. And at that time, I'd been through several interviews for 00, and I wasn't getting any feedback, but her words of encouragement kept me going, kept me putting in the applications. So thank you so much, Ruki, and everyone at RKY for your support and all the great work you're doing for immigrants in the UK.
Thank you so much, Nana. Congratulations. So you got a visa sponsorship job as a KYC analyst. There you have it, guys. For those of you that think, visa sponsorship, I always say it's that, visa sponsorship always comes, when you're actually, you have to be the best person. You have to get the job first. You can't ask for visa sponsorship before you have the job, before you get the job, right? So yeah, congratulations to you and thanks, for speaking at this session. I'm glad to know that all the sessions we do have, was also instrumental in landing your desired role. Right. So there you have it, guys. For those of you sitting on the fence, some people are saying that Nana now makes them they said you've influenced them to want to switch from PMBA to compliance now. Right. Thank you. I'm interested in compliance. For those that have been waiting for compliance, I hope you've gotten your answers. I hope you've gotten your answers to all the questions. Someone says, can you do more than one course at a time? Please, what do you advise? If it's the full boot camps, apart from Excel, I would say you should take it one step at a time. Although compliance is just 5 weeks. For instance, if you join compliance now, you might even be done before the next quotes of the other courses, right? So compliance is just Saturday 4 to 6 p.m. But I would say you should take it one step at a time, basically. But you can combine Excel because Excel is not a full boot camp. It's just like a skill acquisition training, right? So it's about compliance. Everyone is just focusing on compliance. Calm down. That's the way they were focused when we were in digital marketing as well. Each of the one we've talked about, So now I'm sure that a lot of people are like, which one should I go for? Right. So Nana wants me to join KYC, but I will stick to my PMBA. Same here too, even though I have a law background. And do you support with tailoring CV, as I didn't see it as a gain for choosing compliance? Of course we do. For all our full boot camps, we do CV and LinkedIn and every other thing, Days, I think people are responding. Yeah. How much is the Excel training? So that one is just £50, 50K. It's just the training or a boot camp. So thank you so much once again, Nana. I think we have the second Nana here now to speak. Nana, if you are here, it looks like everybody here are Nana today. But yeah, Nana, if you are there, please come on board. Oh, I think I need to admit her again. So if you are here, so Nana is speaking for data analysis. She's talking about her data analysis experience. Nana Apia Kubi, if you are there, please unmute yourself. 3 minutes, share your experience quickly.
Okay, hi everyone. Good afternoon. So my name is Nana. I just joined the I think that's the last ended one. Not sure which cohort was that, for data analysis and business intelligence. And I actually joined while I was rounding up my master's degree. And my master's degree was also in data analysis. However, the experience I got from the RKY session was actually very good. The training was quite understandable. It was easy. Like for beginners, it will be very easy to understand. And following that, I was able to apply for a job. I was still applying even before the project because I knew I would be done before, so that I could get a job reference or something of that sort. So I was still applying for jobs. I got a few interviews, some didn't go well and all of that, but I was able to land a job through that. And particularly, one of the key things I'm currently doing on my job is data modeling. which was actually taught in the class. So yeah, the session is actually quite effective. And there are interview preps and all of that. There are videos you can watch to prep for your interviews and all of that. So yes, it's a class I would recommend. I've actually recommended a few people, so I'm sure they'll be joining soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much, Nana. Thank you for taking our time to speak as well. We really appreciate you. I think we really appreciate, and congratulations on your job offer as well. I'm sure you will do really
Thank you.
well. Right. So there you have it, guys. It's not just about having a degree. You can have a master's in a particular field. If you don't have practical work experience, you might just be dabbling and, doing interviews and getting rejections. Right. So yes, we went on quickly. So for those of you that are still thinking about data analysis, she just finished her boot camp, as well. She joined in May and she's landed the data analysis job. So for those of you that are always thinking, RKY is always sharing success stories. All these success stories, are they even real? Well, now you see the life evidences of people who have tested and trusted, and they have their success stories today. So which one would it be for you? Would you be one of those sitting on the fence, or would you be those that will take action today and share your success story by the next time we're having this session? Or would you be part of those? Most of the people that would join our bootcamp, and also, those that play their part, their regret is always that they didn't join earlier. For those that join quite late, because you can't wait until last minute before you start trying to get, what you are looking for. So I'll just talk briefly about Excel and PowerPoint because I think we have a lot of questions about it. We have a cohort for Excel and PowerPoint starting today, right? So you can still join this. It's 12 minutes into that class. For Excel and PowerPoint, you can pay in any currency regardless of where you are. You can either pay £50 or pay 50,000 naira if you're in Nigeria. Right. So the aim is to provide you with also practical experience in Excel and PowerPoint. There's a class starting today, but if you are hearing about this for the first time and you've not made availability, I'm sure it's not the price because it's as cheap as the cost of something in TK Maxx or something or anywhere else, right? So, but if you've not made the availability, you can join the next cohort starting November as well, right? November. Okay, so there's today and the next cohort is 9th of November. So make sure you don't miss. This is our last cohort for the year. At RKY, it's not really about having another cohort and another cohort. If at all we change and we start having every month cohorts, there will be a reason behind it. It will be because maybe we want to spread out the number of students, such that we don't have too many in one class because everybody's waiting for the next one. So at the moment, this is our last cohort for the year, November cohorts. After November, that's about it. So secure your slots, for any of our boot camps now. You've heard people come to speak undiluted, unscripted, and they share their job offer. Some of them I'm even just hearing about today. I didn't know Nana even got a sponsorship job as a KYC analyst. I just heard about that today. And yeah, congratulations to you all that shared your success story today. We are here every step of the way as well. Right, so I'll just take questions in the chat box. I think we're about done right now. Okay, so yeah, you have the opportunity to pay in installments. We now have more payment option. I've been repeating this as well. Also, good news for those of you that joined the boot camp, or for those of you, that are always struggling to apply to jobs. Even though at RKY, we try to challenge you. Don't just let it end. Apply to jobs. We've been talking about Apply Body for a while. Apply Body is your partner when it comes to job application. This is one of the innovative products that was built by our Scrum Master product manager cohort, one of our cohorts. By the way, all the products built by our students are real clients products or real products that are actually going to be used in the market. So that's another thing you get. So this product was built by one of our students' cohorts, and the product is solving the problem of job application. So this is like a job application as a service product. So for those of you that don't have time, that your shift is not letting you have time, or you're unable to participate in any challenge to apply to job, we will do it for you. We now have a launch date, and the launch date is October 3rd. So head on to our Instagram, to follow us. You can see our Instagram page, applybody.co for Instagram, and our website is applybody.co.uk, www.applybody.co.uk. At Applybody, we have a lot of services and packages for you. We have the job application service alone. So this one would apply to people that already have optimized CVs. For instance, our alumni that we've done their CV for, they just need help in applying to jobs. So we can apply to jobs on your behalf. We won't be touching your CV. And then we have the job application plus. So this one comes with rebranding. So you want to apply for a new role that you don't have a CV for, you've done training somewhere or anywhere, or you already brought that skill from abroad, and you want us to optimize your CV and also apply to job for you. So there are alternatives you can add. You can add CV, you can add LinkedIn, and then you choose the number of jobs. Different number of jobs come with different. I'm sure you guys know how stressful job application is, so you know that this service, even at the price we are offering it now, is discounted, and you want to jump on it, right? So we'll start, I think even if you go to our website now, you can take orders, but we won't start working until October 3rd. That's our launch date, right? So also the best part, we also have NHS and civil service job applications. Yes, a lot of people are always scared, like, oh, NHS job, you have to do supporting statements, or you have to do like make your CV to be tailored to the job. We will do all this for you, but it's an option. You can do it yourself. We always prefer people doing it for themselves, but we are not happy when we just see that people do boot camps and they don't have time to apply to job. That's why we want to bring this service to you to help you do that. So either CV or LinkedIn supporting statements, job board optimization, we are here at Apply Body. We're going to do all that for you. You already know that anything RKY touches, anything we do at RKY is always excellence. And, that's why it took us this long to launch this product. So, head on to our website, follow us on Instagram, and stay tuned to when we launch. And go check out our range of services, packages, and every other thing. We also have a job board, where you can access like an online real-time job board that updates itself. So if you want to apply to jobs as well, you can sit down on the Apply Body job board and apply to jobs. We also have a blog. So there's a lot of things you can actually leverage, on the Apply Body website, our packages, our services, our blog, our job board, and many more. So please head on to Apply Body website today to engage our services. Don't keep that so while you are doing your shift to pay bills, somebody and our team can be applying to jobs for you, and all you just be doing is showing up for interviews. Also, our affiliate program, join the RKY affiliate program. Please, can we drop Apply Body Instagram page on the chat box and also drop the link to the affiliate program? So this is also another opportunity for those of you that are alumni, or for those of you that you've heard about it, you don't want to do it alone. You can bring your friends and family as well, and you also even get to earn from it. So you earn 5% commission on every successful referral to us. This will be updated on your dashboard. At RKY, innovation and technology is highly leveraged, just like we are preaching. So everything is automated. Once you refer, share your link with people. Once they pay, automatically you get credits for the amounts that you're due. And when you get a certain amount, you are able to check out that amount. I mean, isn't this beautiful? If you sit down and you're dedicated and you move like a number of people to RKY, you can even be, that's your own side also over there. So that's that about. And so we have the Tech Accelerator program as well. This is for those that have actually done trainings. They have theoretical knowledge, but they don't have practical work experience. In this particular program, you would also be joining our boot camps, but you'll be joining them from project phase, right? So you join them from the work experience phase only. So either you're a project manager, product manager, as you can see on the screen, you can join the Tech Accelerator program. To access the Tech Accelerator program, just go to our page on Instagram, go to our website, click on the courses link, and you'll see, there as well. So upcoming events, for those that joined late, we have our compliance starting 2nd November, Excel 28th September, which is today, PMBA 2nd November, SMPO 2nd November, digital marketing 2nd November, data analysis 16th November, tech summit today, of course. Compliance tester session 26th October. So for those that want to know more about compliance, again, we have a standalone session where we'll talk about compliance alongside our trainer. So that would happen on the 26th of October. And then we have our product demo where our students will come showcase the products they've been building, and they will tell you what they've passed through in the project phase on the 12th of October. And we have our data insights day on the 9th of November. Right. So I think that has brought us to close to the end of the session. The recording for today's session will be up on our YouTube by Monday or before. Go to our YouTube right now, go and subscribe so that when it drops, you'll get notified and you don't just get to hear all this information for nothing. So at this point, I'm going to take questions that we might have, so while you guys are subscribing to our YouTube channel so you can watch the recording for those that joined late, I'm going to scroll and try to attend to questions. If you have questions, this is the time. Drop your questions, ask your questions. Right. Somebody says, irrespective. Okay, I don't know where to start from. Where do I start from? Is there a Okay, I think I've answered this one. How many weeks is compliance training? 5 Saturdays, starting from 2nd November. Is reference and visa sponsorship also applicable to people in Nigeria? Of course, regardless of where you're applying for, companies that are willing to sponsor would always sponsor. And that was why we also emphasized that NHS. NHS happened to be one of the companies that, sponsor a lot. So you want to tailor your application to NHS or other companies that sponsor. But yes, the first thing is always to acquire the skills and be ready, and you will explore opportunities that abound. So irrespective of where you are taking the courses, the certification is useful across the group. Yes, it is. I mean, our certification is CPD UK accredited, and we are also ACTD USA accredited. But we've had a lot of people get jobs even outside of this region. We've had people get jobs in Ireland, in Nigeria, and the rest. Right, someone says you are doing well, sis. Well done. Thank you so much for the compliments. I'm interested in the compliance bootcamp. Please head on to the link to secure your slot today, but we can pay as installments in the UK. Yes, to explore installments, we have the Klarna, the PayPal in 3 and Co. Another person said, don't forget the discounts. The session is very interesting. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you. I'm interested in compliance. You're welcome. Can one do more than one course? I think I've answered that. Okay, I think I've answered all these ones. How much is Excel? 50k or £50? I think we've answered this. Can we get a further discount? Well, this discount is already further. It's already further for that. I'm a law graduate. What fields can I secure a job on this UK soil? I think for there's no way you can't, regardless of where you're coming from, you can explore any career paths. That's the truth. However, what we always tell people is that let it be a combination of your interest, of your background, and your capacity. As a law graduate, you can be a project manager tomorrow. You can be a compliance professional. You can be anything you really want to. You can be a data analyst. There's always a way, and that's where our optimization service comes in. The way we describe a previous customer service experience in a CV we are doing for a project manager, a future project manager, will be different from the way we explain the same customer service experience for a compliance professional. There are actually roles that blend all this. There's a role that blends customer service and project manager. There's a role that blends data analyst and customer service. So that's the way. So it depends on now. That's why it now depends on interest and capacity. Can you handle it? Can you learn Excel, Power BI, which I believe everybody can do, to be honest. It's not like you're learning how to code Python or something. So either you're exploring compliance and KYC, or you're exploring project management or data analysis, you are in the right path. Right. So can we get the recording of the events? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get a recording on there. Share the link to register in Nigeria. To register in Nigeria, chat with the WhatsApp numbers, and they would give you the rates that are applicable for the boot camps. Is the work reference applicable to Nigeria? I think we've answered this. What days if you're trying to get a job in Nigeria, you have a UK experience on your CV, I think that's even more than a boost for you, right? So what days and times are the project management and business analysis boot camp? Is 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, right? 4 to 6 training on Saturday. Are there alternatives to catch up? So yes, we have our LMS. All our classes are recorded and available on the LMS. If you're unable to meet up with classes on Saturdays or Sundays, you can always go back to the LMS to watch, right? But just like somebody says, if you feel that your schedule is too tight, you can decide to take out time. You can decide to take out time to be able to attend the class. I mean, you can walk around it. You are the one that know what you are looking for, right? I mean, if in this UK, if you're not careful, there will be no time to do any other thing if you are not determined to do it yourself, right? So what course would you advise someone with criminology background to take up? To be honest, you can take up anyone. You can either take up data analysis, and then you be an intelligence analyst and all that, or you can take up compliance, and then you also wear your detective cap in doing due diligence and all that. So those are the two I would say are the top two, based on if I want to use only your background as the basis. But there might be other bases in terms of capacity that might not be able to access at the moment, right? So when is the data analysis bootcamp? November 16th is the next cohort. I wish I knew RKY earlier. Just stumbled on your page on Instagram. God knows best. Well, I mean, now that you know RKY, make sure you extend RKY exposure to a wide range of your audience as well, so that they don't regret that they never even heard that RKY was existing. So share our RKY with your friends, family, communities, and everybody. When is the next compliance bootcamp? November 2nd, is it? November 9? November 9. Thanks for this session. It was insightful. You are welcome. I'm interested in Excel and PowerPoint. I want to make payments. Yeah. Right. So I think you'll be attended to. We've dropped the details. Is Excel and PowerPoint still Saturday and Sunday? Yes, it's Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Data analysis is November 16. Right. So somebody says mixed feelings. So RKY, the compliance roles looks like we'll be cramming regulations like lawyers and has lesser job opportunities compared to data analysts. Can you help me decide? I just want to do fully remote and not too stressful for nursing mom. Would I be making a mistake if I decide to go for data analysis instead? I think it's up to you. Just like I said, it's a combination. Nobody says you're going to be cramming any regulations, but compliance, you might need to know one or two regulations, not necessarily that you have to cram it. It's just like you have to cram to pass interviews, but you'll be gaining the practical experience that is important. So it's up to you and your capacity, and what interests you really. And I mean, you want something easy, and you also, you have to pick the one that you want to explore, right? So obviously 5 weeks every Saturday training is easier than a 10 weeks Saturday and Sunday training. So you have to pick the one that is priority to you. What would be advice for someone that works in mortgage sector in Nigeria but is confused about going for compliance or business analysis? Right, it depends on your role within mortgage sector. Not everybody in banking sector, for instance, have the same role. There are project managers, there are business analysts, there's commercial, there's customer service, there's security. There are different roles within a sector. So it depends on your role and what it aligns with. Right. Someone says, I just paid though. Please give me a free link to the Excel training as an encouragement. Right. Right. No one is attending to your questions. I think that's what we are doing right now. Does one need to have strong mathematical skills to work as a data analyst? No, not at all. There's nothing mathematics about data analysis. What course would you? I think I've answered that. I'm a law graduate. What fields can I secure a job? I think I've answered that as well. Does they apply body work for tech-related roles? Not at all. You can apply any role. You are the one that will tell us what you want us. So you fill a survey where you feel what you want us to attend to, apply to on your behalf. What time and days is the PNB holding? 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Rookie, can I chat with you directly? If you want to chat with me directly, you can book a career advisory consultation. I have 2 questions. One, after securing slots for January, is it necessary to send a personal message? So given that I have 11 months to complete my full-time studies, I believe that RKY PMBA in April would provide me with fresh knowledge to better approach the job market. Do you agree? Right. So I think it's necessary to send a personal message. Not a personal message, but send us a mail, the quote you are looking for. Right. If your course, you have 11 months complete. So, for those that are doing their masters, I think it's always earlier than later, because towards the end of your boot camp, of your master's degree, where you think, oh, I'll wait till I'm almost done. When you're almost done, that period you have dissertation, you have a lot of things that you're juggling. It might be more difficult to actually now, to actually combine that with any other thing. But the moment you are done as well, it might also be too late again for you to now start a 4-month program, right? That will now end, when your visa would now completely be over. And then, a lot of people get sponsorship job even before they move on to post-study visa, right? A lot of people get it as well within their post-study visa, while a lot of people get it at different times. But it's up to you to decide what you're juggling. You know what you're juggling, and you know when best to combine whatever you want to combine. So either you want to do it now or you want to do it there. But the thing is that even if you do it now, I don't think we'll finish this year. We'll finish next year, because if you join the November quarter, we'll still be finishing next year. Right. So it's up to you which one. And again, our community is really engaging. So regardless of whether you're ready in April to start applying to jobs, the knowledge and everything, you'll still be part of and we also have an opportunity for you to come back to mentor others, to also continue to refresh your experience. Right. So are we going to get in touch with you if I make payments today? Right. So admin, can you drop where they will send receipts to and everything if they make payments? Right. So someone said, Omolashe says, this was such an informative and educative session. Well done, RKY Careers. Thank you so much. I wish I can get more discounts, still paying school fees. Well, we wish we can also give more discounts, but this is way discounted. You heard somebody say that they were asking him to pay 1,200 for something similar. Does the apply body work? Okay, I think I've answered this. Okay, I think that was already also responded to. I'm interested in compliance session coming into. Will you send emails regardless? Of course, we'll send emails. Right. I think okay. Can you do a promo career advice session for some of us that have been in this meeting from the start? Confusion wants to finish somebody. Right. So you can send us a DM. You can send a DM. Right. It's about making a decision about the best one for you. You can send a DM to us on Instagram, and would try our best to respond. You can also drop a voice note. Right. I send a message to this number for Excel and PowerPoints, but no response yet. Right. So yeah, we can call it a day. I'm sure maybe the person that's supposed to respond to is also in this meeting, and she needs to get off as well to be able to attend to all the messages. Thank you so much. It's 2:30. We joined at 12. It's been 2 hours, 30 minutes. And I still have about 83 people here who joined from the start. It's been a lovely session. It's been really lovely to have each and every one of you. I see some names that were here from the start up until now. For those of you that have taken the leap, for those of you that have taken the leap to enroll, to secure your slots, I would say a big well done to you. You've taken one of the steps that would actually change your lives, that would change your careers as well. For those of you still sitting on the fence, probably you're waiting for a best time on and all that, I would say, do not sit too long on the fence, because guess what? It's always better earlier than later. I look forward to seeing you all in class at the respective time the classes starts. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful learning experience. For those that joined a bit late, you can watch the recording on the LMS. And for those of you that are not following us on Instagram, please click the follow button. We have a lot of interesting things going on at RKY Careers, and you want to be a part of it. Or you can even see that most of those that are alumni, they don't leave community, because there's always something new to learn. There's always something interesting going on at RKY Careers. Just like our recently, what would I call it now? Our recent office space in Canary Wharf. For those of you that are in London and that know Canary Wharf, we recently what's the English? We won't say launched or acquired, but we recently moved to our office space, at the city, at the heart of, London city. For those of you that might now be thinking, oh, is RKY scam or whatever, we have a physical office space in London. We share office space with Morgan Stanley and the likes. So we are the best people to affiliate yourself with when it comes to career development and all that. We're not a scam. We're not just sitting behind an ID behind computers. We are actually a registered company that are doing things the right way, the compliant way, and we are helping people alongside as well. So yeah, thank you so much once again, everyone, and let's all have a great weekend and evening. Someone says it's a good 2.5 hours, value loaded. More grace to you as well, and see you all next time.